And welcome back.
One of these days, we're going to
Legends
start screaming shit at you right before you hit go.
never
We're
gonna
just going
happen.
to do it.
Well, you've had like what 40 sessions now to try.
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah,
It's
well.
surprise attacks. We have to.
Anyway. So what the hell happened last time, guys?
I don't know. I
Oh
have no more
boy.
memories.
I don't know, but according to the notes on my arm, it woke me. Yeah.
That was the thing. Check your notes cuz man, that's going to be fun to
Yeah.
watch you guys read through those frantically written notes that yours wrote last time.
The gang discovers earplugs.
Mhm.
Um,
Different
Uh,
kinds too.
comes from the ground. I wrote potato question mark. Um, built on lies from the window to the wall. That's when we saw it in the window. That's right. It was like, what the fuck does that mean?
I just wrote in all caps: gopher holes, lots of holes, some big, like head through wall. Sawyer Street epicenter, smallest holes, most concentrated, and then in big caps, hole in room.
Sings. We definitely also all thought that the hole was not just like a hole in the floor, but like
It's like a portal.
like a portal to a place.
It was the PNG of the hole that was
Yeah,
just slapped. It had the dirt mound and everything, but
exactly.
it was
Yeah,
somehow on wood.
exactly.
it
Yeah,
looks terrifying.
it sings.
Fleshy face, dark eyes, long neck. It's gross.
No, Nick.
Mhm.
Holes were most concentrated in the southwest corner of Sawyer Street.
Mhm. It eats people. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, anything
So
else?
yeah, that kind of basically sums it up. You guys went hunting for a book. You went everywhere you've been previously, and unfortunately, we're not able to track it down. However, you did track it down once you got to the Grand Library. After gaining some assistance from the local staff, you tracked down the book, found the section in which um, the person. Oh God, what was his name now? Uh,
Which person? The guy who was looking
Varanaloris.
for it? Yeah.
Varanaloris had been searching for in the book Magical Beasts, Old and New. You discovered the section on false hydras, a beast that presumably consumes humanoids and in doing so wipes all memory of that person from the brains of anyone who can hear the Hydra's song. After copying down as much information as you could and returning the book, you left the library and stopped by the church just to see if Scylla's friends had arrived yet. You were reminded that the last communique they had said that they were just a few days away, down the road, but that they should be coming anytime soon. So you guys checked the ledger again, left notice of where you'd be, and headed back to the oh god, the Rebel Oak Tavern. Headed back to your room, all the way discussing different methods to try and deal with this. In that discussion, you discovered earplugs were definitely helpful in helping you see all the holes that littered the ground and walls of the buildings all around you. It's been in almost everywhere at this point. You arrived back at the Rebel Oak Tavern to find it empty, the bar closed, but your room's still available. You headed back upstairs and continued discussing, made earplugs for all of you, and were just about to turn in for the evening, exhausted and ready to be done, when you felt rumbling through the floor, a crashing from downstairs and a pounding up the stairs before there was a knock on your door. Yvain opened it, axe in hand, to find Liliana Cade, who you had temporarily forgotten about, but only in the way that you forget about NPCs that leave your party, and not in the way that when they're consumed by some sort of weird memory creature. So Liliana Cade is alive, and very well, and seemingly knows what's going on, and that is where we left off. So she is at this point. We jump forward maybe like an hour, or like maybe 10 minutes. You guys have come in. You guys have let her into the room. All of you have earplugs in, or wax earplugs in, and she is using a ring of message to communicate with each of you. And Scylla and Yvain, you are both relaying whatever you're saying through Belbin, who's using message to communicate with her, while the three of you communicate on the earring. So she can't hear anything you say until you
Janked up king of
exactly.
telephone.
You guys sat there for about 15 minutes trying to figure out the best way to communicate. I figured I'd do it for you. Just
It's fine.
get that all out the way. So you guys can talk to each other, but I'm just presuming that this is the roundabout way that you're doing it. If you want to specify that you want to talk to each other without her hearing, then just let me know. But all right. So we're just gonna talk normally, but just presumed. Okay.
I feel like I should go on the record and say that we would forget about her even if she was here too. Like, it's not just when she leaves our party.
Cool. Yeah.
We're just bad at remembering.
Oh yeah, we have that person.
Exactly.
Right. So she. Okay. All right. This seems like we're okay.
Enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. So
Yeah.
what have you guys got?
Well, we figured out what it is, most likely. A false Hydra.
Right.
Do you know anything about that?
I do, and that actually lines up with what I found as well.
Okay,
So-
do you know if this is just like one big motherfucker underground or like lots of little ones?
So, what I know about false hydras, they don't travel in packs. They're very old types of hydras are very independent creatures. So it's very, very unlikely that there's more than one of them. If there is more than one of them, it's not more than two, because occasionally they take a mate, but when reproduction is a different process. It's very rare for them to take a mate, but well, I'll just break it down like this. I was dispatched here because someone in my order received a very distressing message from a relative that they don't remember having here in Phelan. So, and it spoke of something eating the townspeople, but it was smashed in the middle of sentences in an otherwise completely innocuous letter. It was something about, oh, good harvest this year, and then in like just the middle of two words was like, it's eating us, and it was all fucking weird. So I got the little ping with the info, and that's why I was with you guys when I got it, and so decided to tag along with you all, head in. So I stopped by, did some digging, then some sniffing, and a couple other things, and I think I found where it originated. I think. I never got a look at the beast itself, but all the signs are there. We've definitely got a false Hydra. So, from what I can tell, well, what have you found out about what it's been doing?
Well, from what I can tell, its neck, the thing that grows, is probably traveling up between these holes that we've seen in the ground.
Necks. Multiple.
Great. All right, multiple necks. So they're traveling about, but it seems like it doesn't seem like they attack during the day.
So, they don't have a hunting time.
Okay.
They depend. Really depends on how old they are and how mature they are. It usually takes about 4 to 5 decades for a false hydra to gestate to full maturity and its full size. From what I can tell, this one's been gestating here for at least for at least a decade, maybe two, but it's been growing and mainly feeding. This one's strange. I mean, more strange than it should be. Most hydras like this don't grow this quickly or feed this much. It usually takes, like I said, like maybe 4 to 5 decades for for them to get to this size, which is why they usually go unnoticed until it's too late, because they just grow very slowly. But from what this one, it seems to have an even more ravenous hunger than usual for its species. And from what I've seen, its hunger is only growing, and exponentially so. From what I can tell, if it continues to feed at this rate, this whole town will be gone within a month, and nobody will ever remember it existed. I can't say why it's like this, not without getting a look at the beast itself, maybe its innards, but, fat chance of me doing that on my own. So my plan was book it back to HQ, get some backup, and go head shopping. But then I remembered your crew isn't still in town, so I came back here to make sure you all knew what was going on.
Well, yeah, we know, and we will help.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last time we had to deal with a Hydra head shopping was actually not a great choice,
Hmm.
if I'm
No.
remembering right.
it is if you have the right material.
Yeah, we have what we have, and that's about it. Probably not the right material. Do you happen to have it just like on hand?
So, mm, she checks her pack.
Also, Mac,
Shoot.
the only time this entire campaign I think I've asked this,
Hmm.
does she seem like herself? Like, does she seem to be Cade?
What do you,
Like, we are working with something that is fucking with our brains constantly right now that can seemingly fish inside of our heads for anything.
mm-hmm.
How readily do I believe that this is in fact Cade and not something that like got sent here to be like, hey, we're gonna go fight it right now, and we go do, and then we get eaten.
Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Okay, I'm so good at those. Simply the best. 8.
Okay. 8. As far as you can tell, this is the same person you met on the road that day.
Cool.
So, unfortunately, not on me. That's another reason I was going to go get backup. I have this, and she pulls out she like kind of taps the great sword on her back. I have this, which will get the job done, but that's all I've got. What you need is fire. Fire stops the heads regrowing. Either that or just kill it before it can take the time to do so. Takes about, I'd say, maybe 12 seconds, maybe.
Sure.
15. I'm like, if it takes too long, but if it's a long one, but fire will usually cauterize the wounds and stop the regenerative process. At least that's the rule for normal hydras. We don't know a lot about these.
Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. I guess follow-up question with that.
Mm.
Well, follow-up question and then a tangential question with that. So is your proposition that we all go try and deal with this thing before it?
Oh, my proposition is I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not going
Okay.
down there. I was gonna go get like 5 or 6 of my guys and head down. Were you going to go down there?
Either that or lure it out somehow.
Also, the way that you phrased that sentence earlier, which was I was gonna go get back up, and then I remembered you were here. Made it seem like your intention was
I
to
just
drag
wanted
us
to.
down there.
I wanted to make sure that I wasn't leaving you guys here not knowing what was going on.
Got it. Yeah. How long will it take you to get to HQ and back? Theoretically, because we're not allowed to know where it is.
If I don't rest, about if I don't rest at all there and back, and don't spend any too much time, a week, 8 days.
So that's another quarter of the town gone then.
It's gonna be a
Technically, if
cleanup.
we run up this street, we have 2 people coming that could help us. Run up the road. Be like, you gotta come.
I mean, I don't know. You think you guys were gonna?
We love terrible ideas.
Well, that's another option, I guess. I don't know. Would you want? Would you want some help?
Yes. Is
Well,
there a way for you to get a message over to HQ?
absolutely. I already told them I was coming.
Good, so that they know, just in case.
I told them I was coming. They're already getting people prepared for me. So
What is it about your sword that can hurt the Hydra,
It's sharp.
by the way?
I'm assuming is mostly what it is.
it can light on fire.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
That's so much better than
That's yeah, that's way better than being
thought
shot.
it was just being sharp.
I said you need fire.
Right. Yeah, and you said you didn't have it on you.
Not for you, Hole. You asked me if I had something for
Oh.
you, folk.
Got it.
You
I
could-
shoot explosions out of my hands.
Yeah, we all.
There we go. You could coat maybe some blades in some oil and light them on fire, maybe, but that's the best we got. But all right, tell you what, I'll leave it up to you, folk. Either I can go with you, you can come with me, I can go and you can try to survive, or we can all just sit here and wait to die and wait for my crew.
That sounds like a terrible idea. That one.
What if
at
we
least.
like start making earplugs for the entire town and tell them to fucking leave?
Well, it it does create a bit of a problem. It will delay the issue, but it really does not solve it. The False Hydra, from what we can tell, has 2 songs. One to make you forget it, and one to draw you closer, to draw you in. Theory has it that if it consumes enough, it will because it continues to grow as it consumes. If it consumes enough, it will basically consume everything around it that it is able to. And once it runs out of food, it will evolve to find a way to eat more, if that makes sense. So within a few months, oh gods no, it'll just be days with this one if it keeps up. Hell. But
What do
anyway,
you mean, like grow legs, walk around?
say again.
You mean like grow legs and walk around?
It will. The theory is that it will evolve enough to. It will evolve its vocal cords to broadcast its song within a wider radius. That will just go out from, just who can hear it from down the street. It evolves its vocal cords to go out for about a 15-mile radius from its originating point. And that will draw in prey until it continues to eat. And the theory goes, it'll draw in more and more prey to keep feeding, and the radius will grow the more it feeds until finally it gains the ability to broadcast psychically. And when that happens,
It's not good.
Theories are it becomes a world eater.
And
So
that
we
could
should definitely
happen.
kill it.
Yeah, that could happen within a few days, you said?
No, the first step in that
Where
process,
it just widens out.
where it just
Widens
widens the
out, which is
range.
not good. Okay.
Also
Okay.
bad.
I'd say if it keeps continuing at this rate, we maybe have a month before it reaches that point. Like I said, in normal circumstances, we would have about 2, maybe 3 decades, 20, maybe 30 years. But in the situation we're in now, I'd say we've got maybe a month.
Your
All right.
crew of people
Okay.
have no wizards that have teleport.
We're not exactly a wizarding bunch. We've got some magics, but we're more the rough and tumble type.
Theoretically,
you need
what
to
is the
make some
fastest they could
friends.
get here?
Are we wise? Say again?
Theoretically, what is the fastest they could get here if they were told to leave in the next 5 minutes?
I really don't. Make a persuasion check.
21.
Okay. All right, I trust you, folk. It's about 3 days. Just not going to tell you exactly where, but it's about 3 days from here.
That's fine.
We're not that
Uh,
good at geometry.
Just over the earring, real quick.
You mean geography?
Exactly.
I don't know what the fuck a
I was
shape
like, are
or
you
a
trying to
continent
triangulate the location? What is happening here?
is. Amazing. Just over the earring for a second, so that Kate is not listening. I will ask, Yvain, what are the odds that Lisette has a contact in the Claret Order, and she can tell them to fuck off and get here now?
Out of character. I'm assuming not really. she
She has never mentioned anything about anyone named in the any Clare orders.
All secret societies know each other, guys. So that's just how it works.
she's
The
pretty
bigotry on
central
display here.
central to Amon. But I don't fucking think so about, but she's never mentioned this before. But then again, there is a lot that I don't know about what she does. I don't know. What I could ask.
I mean, we
I
don't
don't
have
know
another way to
anyone.
send a message out of here, so you know.
What exactly do you want me to say to the love of my life?
We're going to die. if we
We're
send this
going to
out.
die. This is just in case.
No, I was just thinking, we need to get a message to the Claret Order that they need to get to where the fuck we are now.
Or do they have any people that are around here?
Listen, Kate is going to have the most pull out of anybody here.
Sorry, just trying to figure something out real quick.
Right. I can send another. I can get another message to my crew if we like it. I needed to go to make sure I had everything I needed, but I can make this work.
Then yeah, theoretically, if we decide to do something stupid, and we all get fucking eaten,
Mhm.
and then 7 more people show up who can potentially do something about it, then there's at least a second shot at doing something about it.
All right. All right.
I love that the plan is not to wait for the extra help. It is we go first and die, and then somebody else finishes
Listen,
before us.
we didn't say the plan wasn't to wait for the extra help. Okay, I just mean like
Every day.
if they can get here now, it's good.
Okay, just every day we spend in this place is another day we're taking a risk.
Yeah, it really
Also
is.
that.
Okay, I got a couple of follow-up questions then. I noticed that the lights, the lanterns at night are not being lit. And I know that could just be because the person who lights them is dead, but wouldn't they just hire someone else? Is the monster like light sensitive?
Could have just eaten the geezer who installed the lamps.
Okay, and then we read something about a mirrored shield, like a fighter with a mirrored shield.
So, if uh, the legend goes that Asterix fought with his shield, polished the inside of his shield to the point where he could hold it up and block and see the beast behind him, and so he was just slashing him like that.
That
But
makes sense.
So reflections are apparently one way that it can't avoid being seen, and also blocking yourself off to its song. It's not like a a petrification thing where it'll petrify itself. Unfortunately, if only it was that easy.
Okay. Okay.
So we couldn't just like see it. Like if we like walked down wherever we like randomly stumbled into their lair and we didn't have a mirror.
If your ears weren't plugged, it would be an empty room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan?
Where do you think that it's located?
There is a small suburb of Sawyer Street that kind of leads into the jungle. It's where it seems like it's mostly abandoned. I didn't see anybody when I was searching through there. All the buildings are empty and dilapidated. It looks like people haven't been there for at least a decade, if not longer. But
Abandoned's a really nice way to say eaten.
yeah. It's a little south of Sawyer Street. There's a building there that I think is the best way in. To put it in layman's terms, I found the biggest hole I could find and just looked around. So
Underground tunnels, then.
that's usually where it lurks. And as far as you said, you were going to try to lure it up.
We thought it seems stupid now. We thought that maybe if one of us pretended to be asleep. But if it can manipulate our memories at will, then it probably knows when we're conscious.
It could.
I would just like to say I would like
very
to
well could.
sleep before this happens. I know we're not all in agreement with
It
me
very
on
well
that
could
one.
know if we're asleep. It doesn't have a hunting hour, although it does hunt more during the evening because it has less chances of being seen, because the only time it's not singing is when it's eating. So, you ever had a moment since you've been in town where you just felt like you stopped hearing something that you weren't hearing to begin with, and the world just felt
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, anyway, getting it out of the ground would be a difficult task. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but usually it just pokes the head on through and pulls whatever it's eating back down with it. But it could. There are ways that potentially could work, but
What, like using someone as bait, having them alone out in the open?
And somebody else grabbing the neck and the leg.
I don't know. I don't know. It's the only reason I'm saying it could work is because I'm an optimist, and I'm going to be honest with you. There are no legitimate, credible, evidenced tales of one of these things being beaten. It's all myth and legend. And my crew just seems just specifically deals very well in myth and legend. So we're going based off theory here. This is the first one I have ever seen. I am freaking the fuck out right now. So I am barely holding it together. So yeah, this is a grade A fucking pile of shit that we found ourselves in. But
sure is.
yeah, getting them out of their cave system would be a task, but I'm not going to say it's impossible because I don't think anything is. I just don't know how to do it.
No, that's fair. That nightstand over there, Cade, that is the freaking the fuck out and feelings nightstand. Go ahead and put all your shit in there. We're gonna deal with that after the fact. I've got a buckets full in there right now, so it might be a little full for you, but
she makes a bowling motion.
Great. So I mean, I'm tired, but I don't have to go to sleep.
Listen,
Scylla.
as long as someone is up and is able to hear, is not able to hear the song, we should be all be safe. So because if something comes in, it's not just going to hypnotize you. You have to be able to hear it. So
Sure.
as long as one of us is up, we should be safe to sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Cool,
So
cool,
we
cool.
so we sleep, we make sure that everyone is fully rested, and then are we going down into the dangerous creature's lair?
I'm leaving that up to you folks.
Is that the
I mean,
plan?
fucking probably. Unless we have a better idea on how to get it out. So, okay, theory.
Hmm.
Does theory say that it is technically weaker during the day because it is trying to control the minds of more individuals, or it just is it doesn't do it because it's more likely to be seen if it stops singing?
It's more likely to be seen if more people
Okay.
are around and awake.
I didn't know if it was
it is
takes more energy kind
it
of
is a
thing.
little sensitive to light, if from what I can if I remember correctly, but I don't think it would be at any significant disadvantage in the daylight.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if it was a like it's touching so many minds, so it's taking more energy kind of thing, or like
From what I've read, no.
I don't
But
fucking know. I get
anything's
tired when I
possible.
touch lots of people.
Anything's
So
possible. Anything's possible at this point.
awesome. Stellar. uh, unrelated question. How much does a bed sheet cost usually?
2 copper?
Awesome. I'm gonna go over to the bed and just like start ripping strips out of the sheet and then tie like over my ears to like keep the wax in,
Gotcha.
because we watched shit fall out of Scylla's head earlier and
Mhm.
she got all loopy.
The just to reference, the what fell out of her ears were cotton earplugs that were expanding and popped out. You have
Let's
not
be
had
real. They were not earplugs. I shoved something in my ear, and the natural sequence of events was it would come out.
the wax.
Yeah.
You guys have not experienced any holdout with the wax. Doesn't seem to be giving you much of a problem.
And we're fucking
wonder-
not gonna.
I wonder what decibel of sound the Hydra song is. Like what like sound level are we blocking?
We're
for
not
our ears
fucking
to not
doing
be
this.
able to-
Okay,
No,
we're
don't
not
do
doing
that.
this
Like
shit.
is it like
Don't do
is
that
it
shit.
like
It's the
under
brown note. It's the brown note.
We're not fucking doing this right now, okay?
like what is the negative decibel that these earplugs are producing?
I need you guys to look up Flight of the Drones on
Oh no.
on YouTube.
Oh, you lot, listen, I know that we've got earrings and rings and stuff to communicate, but just in case, because we're going to be moving around a lot,
Oh wait, damn it. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Yvain's just going to go over some really, really basic hand signals that she used on scouting missions before with them. Just like move, run, close in, just really basic stuff so that we have some kind of baseline level of communication. I'm not expecting any of you to remember that, but just be like, I signal to run.
It's not my fault you died. I told you to run when I waved my fist in a triangular motion.
Okay. That is the sound it makes.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the sound
Let
it
me
makes.
hear this.
I got an ad for the new Apple mask thing. Yeah, this tracks. That tracks.
Yep. There you go.
I
It's
also
just
got an
that.
ad. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
It's just the new Apple glasses thing. That's
There
all
we
it is. If you skip forward, there's a picture of a man with a scar on his head.
Oh
It's-
God.
Yeah, it's literally just that. the entire time.
Oh God.
Just the brown note.
Love it.
Yeah, it's not Flight of the Drones; it's Rise of the Drones. But so okay, so you guys have the motions and everything down. We have a plan. Who's taking the first watch?
Enough. I mean, I can do it, I guess.
Okay.
That's fine. Before we, disperse, I
Mhm.
will grab Yvain,
Mhm.
and I'll say, so I can shoot fire out of my hands. Cade
Yeah.
has a fiery sword. I assume Scylla can shoot fire out of, I don't know, her fucking asshole or something. I think this will let you shoot fire out of your hand one time. I'm not totally sure. If you can use it's really small for you, but it's probably not a bad idea. And I will give her the ring of spell storing that has a fireball in it from when we were
What?
on the fucking airship.
See, Yvain was.
Um,
I don't think Yvain was present for that, so she's like, "What? What is this?"
um, you know that weird ass like tube thing that the asshole in Whitestone had?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's the same concept. You just point and shoot, and it'll no, not here, not here. Please no.
Okay.
Even I know that's a bad idea.
Just flag everyone in the room.
um, don't be close to it. I don't think it should be. I think the same shit that I shoot. One time, but I'm not positive. So, because I haven't used it before, I shot one into it and it didn't explode. So I assume it comes out at some point. That's what the magic man told me. So
I can shoot a fucking fireball out of this ring. Is that what you're telling me right now?
in theory, yes, that
Holy
is exactly what I'm
shit.
telling you.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure you need to kind of sleep on it though. Because
Okay.
it took me a while to figure out that it wasn't just a weird ass looking ring. So,
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
um, don't
Should
break it,
should this
I
be like
guess.
my first thing?
I don't fucking know. Do whatever you're gonna do, man.
Okay.
I'm not
Probably
gonna
save
stop you.
it for like if you cut the head off. Cut the
Yeah.
head off. Pow.
I mean, you're gonna light your ass on fire if you just like pop off right on
True.
top of it, but I can't stop you. Don't kill yourself.
Thank you, Belvin.
Sure, that's the best I got at this point. Um, yep, okay. Good night.
Good night. Go to sleep.
Mac, you muted.
All right, so Yvain, Scylla, and Cade all bed down for the night and take their rest. Belle, you are on the first watch. It is dark. It is a little cold. And I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Hey, boy.
That was best still.
Hey, it's not awful. It's an 11.
So on other nights, you are like passingly aware of the potential for danger. Like bandits in the woods or, a wild animal creeping through the underbrush. You've never sat in the lion's den before. You've never just kind of sat in a place you knew was hostile, where that any moment, any sound, the creaking of wood, the cracking of a twig, the rustling of leaves, anything is that fleshy dark face creeping up through the hole in the ground. Your eyes are riveted on that hole despite wanting to look around at every little noise you hear. You can't drag your eyes away from it. And You don't wait. Who's next, by the way?
I would probably.
Me.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry, not volunteering. I need
I was gonna
myself
say
back.
I'll pick someone to kick, but
Okay. Yvain. Belle, you actually don't wake Yvain. Yvain wakes up on her own. It's like one of those things where like you go to sleep knowing you have to wake up early, so you wake up 10 minutes before your and you end up waking up 10 minutes before your alarm.
So
Yvain,
upsetting.
your anxiety kind of gets you up, and you see Belle just kind of like sitting at the edge of the bed, just staring.
On the earring. Do you see something?
um nope. Nope, nothing there.
Okay. Okay. Hey. Hey. You good. You made it. Hands on the shoulder. Kind of guide him over to the bed. Sit down.
I'm going to suddenly compulsively check my arms again
Okay.
to make sure there's nothing new on them.
Okay. You don't see anything new.
Cool.
Try and get some rest. You need it.
Yeah. So if we woke you up while we're doing this, I'm very sorry. Good night. And I will go ahead and go to bed.
Scylla's still snoring. You can't hear her.
Right. I will say early on, like 15 minutes in probably, when everybody else had like actually seemingly gone to sleep. In an effort to kind of distract himself, Bell probably would have pulled out the first of the letters and started to read it and then put it the fuck away. And that is when the like panic really started to set in and the lock in happened. And he sat unmoving, staring for 3.5 hours or 2.5, however the fuck long the watch was.
Okay. All right. So, Belle, you do your best to get to sleep. Yvain, you're up. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
13.
Okay. You have been in the lion's den before. You've been on raids. You spent years of your life 3 doors down from Ulfric. You know what it's like to sit up at night and be afraid of every sound you hear. So it's not quite as difficult for you. But at the same time, your senses are heightened. Your soldier sense is just beating a tattoo in the back of your skull. It is every single instinct is telling you to pick up and run as far in the opposite direction as you possibly can and just find a hole and hide. But something keeps you here. Something keeps you here. You glance over at the sleeping forms of your 2 friends. Something keeps you here. And your watch passes uneventfully. Cade is next on watch, as you guys agreed to let Scylla get the most of the sleep, as she was the one complaining. So you wake her up. Yeah, right.
You're up.
Oh, okay. Can't no
That's
understand.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're up.
She gets up, kind of stretches, goes, pulls a chair over by the door, and just kind of sits on it, pulls out a little whittling knife and a piece of wood, and just starts shaving away at something. Okay. All right. Sometime later, Scylla, you it is early morning, around maybe like 5 o'clock in the morning, and you feel Cade shaking you. Hi, your turn, sunshine.
I was really hoping we wouldn't be here when I woke up. I don't know how I thought it was gonna happen, but I just hope we'd be like. Okay.
So she
She just shoved Kate over into the bed and kept up.
lays down. All right. I probably should have asked you, Vane, was there anything you wanted to do during your watch?
Maybe,
I should
yeah.
have asked. I should have retconned that. Let's retcon that a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. During her watch, she would pull out the sending stone to Lisette. And this is not exactly a lie. But the way that she phrases this question, there is an undercurrent of deceit. There's like something that she's not saying. So she's asking a question, but she means to ask another question. And the reason that Lisette was able to befriend Yvain in the first place, I think, is just because she is so damn genuine in every interaction that she has with somebody.
Mm.
She says what she means. She gets straight to the heart of a conversation. And for Lisette, that's like, oh, this big stupid bitch could never lie to me. I would know right away.
Mm.
So whether or not you think that she picks up that something is amiss
Mhm.
right away, or if she has to roll for it, I'm going to leave that up to you. But she gets the stone and she says, hey, important question. Was Belbin's sister Cat acting weird the last time we were in Amon?
You hear a response back pretty quickly. It is like around like midday there. um, 1 second. Let me look something up real quick. Okay. No, she wasn't acting weird, but you are. What's going on?
It drops into her stomach. I need you to know that I love you very much. And I'm going to make it back to you. All right? I'm in Phelan. We're fighting something pretty dangerous. I love you.
I love you too. You had better come back to me, and if I don't hear from you once every day until this is over, I'm getting on the next airship. I am finding my way. I love you. We are actually going to have to take a pause there because I think my dog needs to go out. So why don't we take a little break and we'll come back for Scylla's watch. Okay. All right. Be back in a few. And we're back. So
It was the most stressful spell list reorganization I've ever been through. Thank you. And it was bad. I didn't enjoy it. It was
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
I hate my spell list.
It's exactly what I like to hear. Ah, unprepared chaos. It's my favorite part of D&D.
What do you mean? Druids are easy. That's why everybody was so mad at Marisha the whole time, right? Like, druids are cakewalks. Come on.
Come on, dude. That was Marisha. Marisha was the problem there.
100%. Not the fact that she has 900 spells.
I mean, and like, I mean, monks are like just okay, whatever. Anyway,
Not the point. Anyway,
so we're ready to jump back in. Scylla,
Guess so.
go ahead and make a perception check for your watch for me.
23.
Okay. So is there anything you would like to do on your watch?
Um. Hmm. I think Scylla just kind of takes the moment to like probably the whole time just she's like doesn't want to go crazy and is like speaking out loud to herself.
Mm-hmm.
So even though she can't hear it and she knows no one else can hear it, but she's like speaking out loud to herself. Um, I I think uh I think she just talks has a similar conversation that Yvain has
Mm.
um to uh obviously not listening Rael. That's all she's saying. The sad side of that conversation. The sad version.
As you are having this conversation, thinking back on all your memories with Rael, trying to lock them into your mind, trying to like clad them in iron and and just chain them down so that God forbid you forget anything, but hell's take you if you forget her. As you're going through these memories, something keeps trying to push to the surface. A sort of nagging, just niggling little memory that keeps trying to come to the forefront of your consciousness, but just can't seem to push its way up. It's, you feel it. It's been here ever since, like, it's been happening ever since you got in, ever since you got here to this town. And it makes you think about your arrival. How you were the only one to see the holes at first. Why was that? Why were you the only one to see it at first? It felt so unfamiliar seeing all these holes all over the ground. But then shouldn't it feel unfamiliar? You'd never been to this place before. Why wouldn't it? Why would this? Why would the unfamiliarity of this site be such a kind of shock to the system? That memory, it just keeps on trying to push forward. You can't, it's just a blur. Colors, no recognizable shapes, even just a whirl of color. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy, Scylla's about to kill everybody in the room. Come on, +7. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
Yeah.
You try and try to dig it up and sink your fingers into it to try to make it solid, this whirling whirlpool of memory. But it's like trying to get a firm grip on water. It just slips and it's gone. That's it. And your watch is uneventful. Although, what was the original roll? You said like 20 something? Like
23.
23? A little about, I'd say it around about 2.5 hours into your watch, maybe about 30 to 45 minutes before you're supposed to wake everyone. You hear a scream echoing through the streets. Sounded maybe like it came from another part of town, but it cuts through the silence of the early morning. A short, blood curdling shriek before silence retakes the air.
I think Scylla internalizes that that was the consequences of us waiting another night and keeps it to herself.
Okay. Your watch passes, and the three of you are fully rested. You can get any spent spell slots, all hit points, no exhaustion points for any of you. And a new day dawns on Phelan. The sun is bright and shining. The birds are chirping in the trees. There's a cool breeze that blows in from the bay. It smells of salt.
I
What
bet
would
it
you guys
fucking
like to
does.
do? What would you guys like to do?
Sun is shining. The tank is clean.
The tank is clean.
Why is the tank clean?
Okay, that was arguably the worst thing fucking ever.
Yep. All right.
Cade's
We
still...
doing? Okay. Shake, shake, shake.
Wake the fuck up. It's time to get it. God damn it.
Oh my god. It's loud in my head. How is it loud in my head? Oh god. Right. So, what do we do now?
I mean, fucking get breakfast, obviously.
Right. Food here any
The
good?
breakfast was like it was.
2 days.
She might
Do
be
we
a bit of
remember it being
spirits
good 2
today.
days ago?
We had
Say
really
again?
good soup.
Do we remember it being good 2 days ago?
You asked me the same question last time. Yes.
I know.
Yes, you do.
Listen, it's a new fucking day. I gotta know what we know. That was good a little bit ago. It's edible.
You would remember now. Oh, no, sorry. You're right. Incorrect. Edible.
Was edible
And
yesterday?
then it was closed last night. Yes.
Right, yeah. You needed to fucking sleep. But it being closed last night probably means that it's open this morning, which means halfway
You
decent
definitely
eggs.
shouldn't fight to the death on an empty stomach. I feel like
That
that's just rude to yourself.
Okay,
If anything.
breakfast. You all trudge downstairs. The sign is still there. The bar is still closed. There's no one behind it.
Cool. Awesome. Very neat, very cool.
Do we think that this thing is going to be underground, like in the dark?
I would assume so.
Yep.
How many of us can see in the dark?
No.
I mean, like, no, it's fucking dark.
So I can either cast light on people, or I could cast dark vision on both of you. But I'm going to be really honest. I don't want to cast it on both of you. I'd rather just cast it on one of you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't. What's wrong with light?
Light's
Exactly.
fine, yeah.
Well, it's more
Also,
of
I
if we
guess.
then lose the light, or
Sure.
I'm just seeing in the dark.
Okay, typically, and I feel like I know the answer to this, but I feel like I should ask anyway because I'm learning something new about magic every day. When your sword is on fire, does it make light?
About as much as a torch would.
That's so much more than nothing. So, that's great. Mac, if I as a player were to ask you who the proprietor of this establishment would be, would you be able to give me a name that sounds something like Tiamora, or am I making that shit up? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Tiamora.
Rad. Yvain, do we still have any bag pies?
You know, we probably do. Reaching, think of dad pie. Pull out some pies that Malro made.
You
Are they
have
still
pies.
okay?
Yes, they are. They are still preserved.
Honestly, so much better than anything else you can eat here, Cade. I fucking promise.
Love 2-week-old bag pies.
All right, Scylla. Here's the fucking thing. It came from your dad, okay?
Everyone
Just
gets
because
a
I love
pie.
him more than you.
Wow.
Wow.
Big words spelled in this early in the morning when we're about to go die.
Big words come from a small man, okay? Okay, bag pies.
So
Oh,
yeah,
bag pies.
we're eating pie. So yeah, you can cast light on us, and
So it has to be no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. So I can just make Belle's entire body light.
yeah, just make Belle pretty much a glow stick.
So I have 2 questions regarding that. First question. If I am light, can I see in the dark then?
You could see up to like 20 feet, like pretty close. You see good, and then like kind of good 20 feet further. So you'd have like 40
Second
feet.
question. And this is using our memories, which I know are a little bit funky right now. But typically, should I be right next to the thing that everyone needs to see when we're trying to kill it, or should I not? Because
No,
if I remember right, I should not.
no, you need to back off as much as possible.
We
I got
need you
squashed by
looking through a
Trogs,
hole in the
so
Yeah,
ground.
yeah. We need you to be on the outskirts as much as you can.
cool.
Hey guys, talk amongst yourselves and keep playing, and I'll be right back.
Good deal. Yeah, because if I remember right, Trog kind of like smashed my body when he fell on
He
me
really
because
did,
we
yeah.
killed him.
Yes.
He was about to step on me and turn me into grape jelly. So
Yep.
Why grape jelly and not strawberry? Because it
I'm
would
all
be
purple
red.
and fun on the inside,
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
obviously. My last name is Elderberry. I'm purple on the inside.
That's interesting. Did you like get blood work done to find that out, or like?
So we've talked about this before. Blood is the same for everybody. Okay.
Mhm.
It's
Everyone's
really
blood is
not,
the same as
Belle.
everybody else.
It's really
it
not.
so is. Okay.
Okay.
It's all fucking red. I'm being
Do
a
any
cheeky
of
little
you
shit right now.
do
That's
any of
all.
you have a mirror?
No.
I don't.
Mirror.
I mean, Cade
Mirror
said that
steel.
if
Chest. Gear. Adventuring gear.
Cade said that if
Okay,
Steel
sweet.
mirror.
we don't need a mirror,
mean-
right? Cade said that if we can't hear it, we can see it.
Sure. But
But
think about
alternatively,
this.
could see it.
If we're going down a tunnel and we're all faced the same direction, couldn't it potentially sneak around behind us and then chomp?
I mean, we could just like glue me to your back.
That would put
And
you.
then when it's time to go, I just take my shirt off because like this shit doesn't do anything for me anyway.
Or you could sit on my shoulders and then have the little mirror and you're basically just like rear
I
security.
thought you were gonna say sit on your shoulders backwards, and I was gonna be like, Yvain, you are the self-proclaimed
No, just
carpet mentor
fucking
of the world.
hold the
so-
mirror and look behind us.
Scylla, did you say it was a chest that you have? That's a mirror? Because I don't think I can carry that shit.
It was in a chest.
Okay. Why do you have a chest with you, Scylla?
A great question.
We're on the road all the time.
It's like a little one, you know. Like a Harry
How
Potter
big is
one.
the mirror? Is it like a compact, like a hand mirror?
It
Full
is.
fucking standing mirror? We've got a
I
bag
mean,
that has a bunch of shit in it.
It specifically says in the description, keep an eye on Medusa in the description for mirror. So I'm gonna guess it's big enough. It only weighs half a pound though.
Oh, so it's a hand mirror for
It's
sure
a hand
then.
mirror, yeah.
Hey.
I don't know. It'd be useful for like looking around corners, you know,
Oh,
peeking.
well, that's probably not
Yeah.
me then.
I'll give it
I
to
can continue to look behind us, but
our
that-
resident rogue.
I'm the best rogue ever. I
Oh,
took
boy.
Pass Without a Trace as well, so we can hopefully maybe not get murked on the
That's
way there.
probably good.
Good,
Hey, gang.
Hello.
So,
Hi.
I've got some bad news.
Yeah.
We are gonna
Uh-oh.
have to call the session early tonight, unfortunately. So
It's all good.
we're
Okay.
gonna cut the feed here. So everyone say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Cliffhanger. And welcome back. Ba-dum-bam-ba-dum-boom.
Woo!
Welcome back to the Winds of Winter, ladies and germs. And so last time we unfortunately had to abandon the game a little bit early. So I didn't get a chance to post the recap. So I'll give you the what the fuck happened last time. You all have arrived in the town of Phelan, significantly immediately saw that something was amiss with the townsfolk. All of their memories seemed to have just gaping holes in them, as well as gaping holes being littered all over the grounds. You did a bunch of research, some investigating, some snooping, some breaking and entering, and you figured out that there was some sort of beast lurking beneath the streets of this beautiful vineyard country town. You discovered that it gave out a song, would produce a song that would keep you from noticing it, and also keep you from remembering it when you heard the song again. So you all improvised some wax earplugs that you feel pretty secure about. You were able to enlist the help of Liliana Cade, a friend you met along the road, a blood hunter from the Clare Order. She was sent here initially to investigate this exact situation and came to the same conclusion that you all came to. She also found where she thinks the beast has originated from. So from there, you all took a night to rest up, get re up your powers and kind of regroup and set
Someone
up
was
a
brutally
plan.
murdered, but only Scylla knows that.
Say again? Oh yes,
Someone was brutally
Scylla.
murdered,
On
but
during
only
your
Scylla
watch,
knows
you did hear, you did seemingly hear, even through the earplugs, another victim be claimed. So that is. Perhaps you know them, perhaps you don't, perhaps you never did, perhaps you never will.
Not
We
again,
don't
at
know.
least.
From there, you all woke up and began to talk over the plan for the day coming forward. So, again, we have a very roundabout way of communication here. So until something happens to break that, I will be assuming that all communication takes place through that filter. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
what would you
Can
all
you
like
guys
to do?
imagine if we had not given ourselves like a week and a half ahead of the wedding and just showed up like 2
I
days
was just
before?
thinking about that. I was literally just thinking about
Like deal with
Skipping that
wedding
side mission,
stress
man. Just
and
skipping that side mission, man.
listen, man.
But don't worry, that won't
wedding
have any
stress. We get there, one of
consequences.
my friends doesn't remember their significant other, and then I
Oof.
freak out.
Don't worry. That hey, every choice has a consequence.
Yeah.
DM, I have a request.
Uh-oh. That's a
Little-
bad
just-
start to the game.
Just a tiny little retcon. When Belle gave me the Ring of Spell Storing, could I have made sure that Belbin had the Blink medallion?
Was the blink medallion in a wasn't it in a bag of holding or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are giving it to Belle.
Yes.
Okay, just like before you guys went to bed that night.
Mhm.
Okay, Belle, you are aware of how this particular item works.
Okay, one time.
And it is one time.
One time.
Okay, pick a
You're in the
point
wall.
within.
I mean, I'm just trying to go like across the room, I guess. Like not or out of the door. I don't fucking know. Just close.
You appear, and at any point you would like that you can see within 30 feet.
Yep, just across the room.
Is it like if he put it in his pocket, it's not technically touching his skin? Like, would that count as not like
Does that-
touching him?
You don't know. You hope. You would hope.
That
Okay.
was it.
My pocket medallion.
Okay, so yes, you give the blink medallion to the 5-year-old. I mean to Belle. And
I'm the size of a 5-year-old.
Shoot. Breakfast.
all right. So yeah,
Is it an attunement thing or no?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so because we found a rabbit in the woods with it, but
Mhm.
He just really got along with it, It called out to him. He took a nap with it.
who do you
okay.
Who are you talking about?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you.
There is no Warren
Don't
Bossing
kill
today.
children. That's
Okay, so what do you guys? It's you guys are picking at some rations. The bar has still been closed downstairs.
Right. So it's fun just to kind of like fucking do it.
that really feels like it currently, which it works for us sometimes, but it could also work not for us this time. Thoughts?
I'm assuming we're gonna try the usual, which is to be quiet until we can no longer be quiet.
We try to be quiet
mean-
usually.
To get the drop.
I still have password
Oh.
tricks, so
When was the last time that worked? Not pass without a trace.
couldn't-
Getting the drop.
I couldn't tell you.
Trug? Maybe?
Maybe.
We still had a rogue? Sorry, Scylla. No offense.
Okay. Cade, where is this thing at?
Where do you think it's at?
Sorry, what?
Where do you think this thing is at?
Right. So, just from what I have been able to figure out, I followed where the holes were smallest because I figured if it's been here this long, it probably was born here. It's not like it was probably small here, so it started off small and then got bigger to where it is now. So I was just logically following the logic there, going to where the holes were smallest. So, and they seem to get more concentrated in a single area, and that was like in the, she like checks a map while I check a map in the, like southeastern, part of Sawyer Street, like that corner down there. There's a little pathway that leads back into an abandoned sort of I guess you can call it a suburb. Like I guess Sawyer Street's like lower middle class, I guess you would call it. Lower class is probably in these little suburbs here, but it's all in the jungle. So lots of trees and shit like that. But it's all abandoned. There's nobody there. So
Wonder why.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of just everything pointing to what I've seen. I found this one house. You guys could probably check it out for yourselves. Do your little poking around. I don't want to, influence any of your I was always taught if you're bringing someone new into a case, just let them take a look at the evidence without giving them any kind of guidance to see to direct them the way you've gone. So let you poke around the house that I found. And
So the last couple times we've gone and poked around houses in town was all right, but the time before that, I'm pretty sure we burned it to the ground on accident.
honestly, that might end up being what we need to do this time, for all we know. This whole town might be kaput.
Hey, Mac.
Shoot.
So these, God, I love bad ideas. The lanterns that aren't getting lit, like the street lights, did we decide that those are candles?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Never mind. So we shouldn't go harvesting oil from every single one of them. Just drench
throw it
the
down a hole.
soil. It's not too late to change your answer.
Yes, we're going with candles on that.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Cool.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
because that's where you got the first set.
That is where we got the first wax. You're right. Yeah.
First set of wax.
I mean, personally, I feel like we probably shouldn't burn down the town if we could help it.
Oh, of course not. The nuclear, whatever that is, the the fireball option is always the last. The meteor swarm option.
I was going to say, I thought fireball was kind of like the first option we were going with.
Yeah, meteor swarm option is always the last thing we try to do, but it's always an option. So, one call, I can get this town wiped off the map.
Quickly, or like it would take several days?
It would take a couple of weeks of red tape, but one call and it sets the things in motion.
That's horrifying, but sounds good. Sounds good.
It takes a lot of very high-ranking individuals to approve such things and be given evidence, but it can all be done.
Like zombie apocalypse, quarantine the city. Oh my god. All right.
Okay. So, I mean, we should probably wait an hour after we eat just to, let ourselves settle and all that. But
don't want to get
Just in
cramps
case
or
we have to
anything.
go swimming.
yeah, exactly. Can't fight on a fresh. I don't fucking know.
What did
I just
Granny
figured
say?
that-
Always like, what is it? 30 minutes before a meal. Like, never fight 30 minutes before a meal, but never fight until 2 hours after. Or is it reversed? Is that?
Shit, is that why I got sick so much?
Were you like carbo loading like right before you went on stage?
Is that not what you're supposed to do?
You got to give yourself time.
Digestion.
I thought you were
it's
supposed
very
to just
important.
immediately and then run out there and get
No,
after it.
carbs need to be
That is
digested before they
definitely
can
how
be
you throw up.
useful. They need to be processed before they can be. All right, whatever.
What's the carbs?
I'll give. If we make it through this, I'll give you a regiment, little man.
He definitely
Okay.
will not stick to that.
Smacks you on the
tiny
back.
thought.
All right, we ready?
I mean,
Yep.
at least we should at least go look at it.
All right, let's go. So you all exit the. Oh God, I always forget what the fuck this place is called. The Rebel Oak Tavern. Yeah, you all exit the Rebel Oak Tavern to the streets. It is a bright and sunny day. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It's a little muggier today than it was yesterday, but still very nice. You're getting it's getting kind of God, what's the word I'm looking for? Diffused by the sea breeze that's blowing in from the ocean. But you make your way, down Sawyer Street to the southeast end, following Cade's direction. You are, all of you with plugged ears, now consciously picking your way around all of these holes that cover the street. It's boggling your mind how you didn't see them before. It's insane to you how you just did not notice any of these holes. How you look at the buildings and did not notice how many of them are full of holes themselves. Just slammed through walls like a raving monster just came through, punching everything he could see. So at the southeast corner of Sawyer Street, you come to a path that goes between two buildings in an alleyway that leads into the tree line of the jungle before you. You head and down the pathway. You step through bushes and long plants. You push past low-hanging jungle branches and step over large stones. Nobody has tended to this path in quite some time. As the trees begin to thin out a bit, you begin to see houses, small huts and cottages with thatched roofs and simple constructions. They are all empty. The vague pathways that branch off from the main one and snake between the houses are all equally as overgrown, and nothing but the sound of jungle wildlife and the rustling trees fill the air. There are holes everywhere. Fronts of doors are bashed through. Walls have fist-sized holes punched through them on at least one side, if not more. And the ground is covered in similar holes, as well as faint stains of long-dried blood. Anything you guys would like to do as you walk through this initial
This is
group
the
of
first place
housing?
we're like seeing blood associated with it too, right? That we know of.
That you've noticed. You you can make an insight check to wonder if to kind of like go back through your tainted memories and see if you could pick anything out.
God, I love wondering.
Tainted memories.
That's an 18. That's much better than I was
Okay.
gonna be.
You figured you probably just didn't notice the blood stains elsewhere, but
Okay.
yeah.
Cool,
You actually you look at the bottom of your boots at this point and notice that there are some dried blood at the bottom of your boots.
don't like that at all.
From like this place is fucked up. Like where any of the blood is. It doesn't look like anyone was like putting up a hell of a fight, or like they just got like stabbed and dragged away.
So go ahead and make an investigation check for me if you'd like.
Oh, hey, by the same token, there wasn't a bloodstain in our room, was there?
You didn't look for one,
Yeah,
so you can't. And
There wasn't an obvious one though.
using that insight, jeez.
My
I
passive
wanna
perception
say-
16.
You got a 16?
No, I got a dirty 20, but my passive perception is 16.
Okay. All right. 20. 20 on investigation. You got an 18 on insight. I'm gonna say you can assume things, but going through your memory, it's still tainted. There's still some little worm of that song in there that's doing something to your memories.
Cool. Sounds
So
good.
you can assume that there might have been, but you can't confirm anything without going back in there to look now.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge the amount of mental breakdown we're having. So
Okay. So with a dirty 20 on investigation, you can see that around the holes are what seem to be a lot of scuff marks, a lot of disheveled bits of flora and fauna and plants and such. From what you can tell, this thing shoots its head out of the ground, grabs something, and pulls it down, and just keeps pulling until either something breaks away or whatever it's pulling is forced to fit within the space that it is pulling it into. And these holes are about the size of your neck and head. So maybe like that big.
Mm-hmm.
So you can assume that any entrance into this hole was not pretty, whether or not they were fighting.
Gross. That's like shattered ribcage blood. I don't want to think about that.
You see no bones, by the way. You see no bones or bodies or skeletons or anything.
I mean, you got to get your protein and calcium.
I'm gonna be bringing up the
Fucking
rear.
words.
Can I periodically just check behind me?
Sure, give me a perception check. Just
Cool.
or actually, yeah, and also let me know what's your passive perception.
That's dog shit. 10. All right.
Okay.
10 crew.
Let's see, perception type.
Perfect 10.
Fuck me.
Exactly.
8.
Ty Dillinger.
Even better.
Nothing but jungle behind you. It's real thick, thick trees too. So you can barely even see the buildings that are beyond that.
Did any of us take the pocket mirror? Did we decide that was not worth it?
It's your mirror.
I was like, did anyone take it from me?
Nope.
Unless someone took it from you, no, you still have it.
Okay.
All right, so Kate, which one of these houses?
It's Dania. So
Okay.
your search leads you to a humble cottage, not far from the shore of the beach. The walls here are so full of holes, it's a miracle that the building still stands. I would like anyone who's looking to go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Also
Oh,
not great at that.
9.
15.
15.
Okay. So, Yvain and Belle, you are you are kind of just like glancing around, and yeah, Yvain, you look down and Belle just like looks down with you, I guess. There's a broken piece of wood on the ground lying before the house. On it you can see was once painted a single word, and though damage has obscured the first half, the second reads HSMAR in a nice flowing script. Scylla,
HS.
you don't notice any of this because your eyes are currently locked on a spot just above the roof of the house. As you look up above the roof of the house, you see a little space in the trees where you can where there's a bit of a crest. The jungle is not just a flat jungle floor. It kind of rolls and curves, and where you're standing on now is just on a bit of a roll, a bit of a high point, and you can see just over the roof of this single floor building to a point behind it where the trees behind the house part, and you can see the ocean. And just in this moment, you stop, and you're just caught in this little frame, this little painting of this small rundown house with the trees, with the jungle trees all around it, with the beautiful ocean in the background. You can even hear the waves from here, the sun just sparkling off the water, and you're kind of just caught in the beauty of that moment. Of like, and just, this feels. It's like, oh God, I can't. There's a word for it that is like, I think it's in German, but it describes a feeling of nostalgia for a place you've never been, or a feeling of homesickness for a place you've never been. It's kind of that
Melancholy.
Almost, sure, a little, yeah, it's a little melancholy, but yeah. So that's what you guys discover. The house still stands, and the door is, broken and destroyed, but the doorway still stands. Anything you guys would like to do outside, or would you guys just like to enter? Or what would you guys like to do? Okay, it's in Welsh.
That's the one I know at least.
I just want to look outside and see if there's anything like special about this house, or this just like, is it in the epicenter or somewhere, or are these just like really unfortunate motherfuckers?
On the outside?
Yeah, just like looking around the neighborhood, like where.
Cool. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Either Yvain, Belle, either of you doing anything special? Okay.
Why do we stop? Confused.
You guys are just turning over the little sign in your hand. What'd you say?
What does this mean?
22.
22
Don't use all your good rolls.
for
Yeah,
investigation.
I know.
Stop
That's scaring me.
Stop.
Stop it! Stop it!
I can't have both of you guys rolling like dog shit.
So from what you can tell, this doesn't seem to be any kind of epicenter. You uh, you don't know of any power nexuses or ley lines or something that run beneath this point. Not that you would anyway, but
Like the end of Full Metal Alchemist when you find out he made a giant semicircle.
yeah, no. Nothing from what you can tell makes this place special. This just seems to be, from what you can tell, was the home of fishermen, of people who would fish for a living. There's a beached boat that is very close by that seems to be made out of similar material on the shore. There is a large number, a rack of what looked to be fishing rods that have now been splintered and broken. There's all sorts of wave kind of iconography and like decoration of ocean decoration, shells and such litter the ground that you assume would have been decorating the outside of the house. You see, you even find on the kind of buried halfway stuck in the dirt a symbol of the Dawn Father that has a little hook on the back that looks like it would have gone on the front door, or not the Dawn Father. Sorry, the Storm Lord symbol of the Storm Lord on that would have gone on the front door. And it's weird. You have this like sort of like just drive to look all around and just like you guys watch Scylla and she's like a hound dog. She's just got like a scent about this house. Something is just drawing her in and making her just like look through every little spot, nook and cranny, and just kind of drinking in the entire exterior of this home.
Phil, are you okay over there?
Yes.
You should
You
probably get
looking
your
for
head out from
holes?
under that.
What? Sorry.
You should get your head out from under that first.
What? No. Okay. I was looking at things.
Okay.
Everything all right?
There was supposed to be a symbol of the Storm
Yeah,
Lord.
Not sure what's going on. Hang on. Scylla's being fucking weird.
Like, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't listening for a couple seconds and I got lost.
Not listening and then being the focus of attention.
Yeah, everyone was suddenly like,
That's
oh, I was
what
like, oh
happened.
no.
Let me to hide.
Okay. Okay, no judgment. Where'd you stop listening?
I remember something about the Storm Lord, and then that was basically it. And
Okay.
I felt that I had my head somewhere, and I was like, "Where's my head?"
Oh, I made that up.
Yeah.
That was me fucking around.
So you were just like looking all around this house and just something seemed to kind of draw you in that made you want to just like really drink in every like inch of the exterior of this building. And you found all that iconography that pointed to this being the home of somebody who fished for a living. You found a symbol of the Storm Lord that you would assume go on the front door, and then your friends asked you, "Hey, are you okay?"
I think if they did ask you, okay, I think I'm like holding the. How big is the symbol of the Storm Lord?
It's like a cross you would find on somebody's wall or somebody's front door. It's like I can't remember what the symbol of the Storm Lord is, but it's about like yay big. It's
like
Okay.
it's fist size, fits in your hand.
I think she probably was like kind of looking at that, like, how could you let this happen to whoever this was? And kind of pockets it. It's like,
Okay.
If you're not gonna protect them, you're gonna fucking protect me.
Right. All right. So all right. So after at this point, Cade just asks, "So are we going in? Because that's where the hole is."
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah,
Probably.
give me 1 second. I'm gonna use bolstering magic on myself because I need it.
Okay. What does bolstering magic do again?
For 10 minutes, the creature can roll a d4 whenever making an attack roll or ability check and add the number to the d20 roll.
Okay, cool.
Good
Next 10
answer,
minutes.
Good answer.
Excellent. All right. Da, 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 da. All right. Inside, you find the remains of a comfortable home. Broken pieces of what look like a kitchen table, chairs, a kitchen table and chairs, a sofa, some bookshelves, and a side table litter the floor. They all surround a large gaping hole in the center of the living room floor that leads down into darkness. There's a doorway to a kitchen, as well as a hall that you would assume would lead to sleeping quarters. You are free to investigate the home. Or to investigate the hole.
Does the hole have blood surrounding it?
Not a lot that you can see. There are quite a few bloodstains on the outside of the hole, as well as make a perception check for me.
Sure.
Or actually, no, what's your passive again? Sorry. 18?
16.
Yeah, you see this. You just look down the hall and you see the far door has what looks to be a blood stain under the broken door.
Still gonna wander over there.
Priscilla, where the fuck are you going? This giant asshole in the middle of the room seems like a bigger.
Potentially to go traumatize myself just real quick.
Okay.
Just an
Well.
extra sprinkle of it, before we die.
Sounds
So,
good. It's a little extra seasoning for friends.
You push, so Scylla, you push through the remains of this door, and you see the remains of a bedroom, seemingly furnished for 2 adults. The room is destroyed. The bed is completely wrecked. It seems like it was a very nicely carved piece of beechwood that had been clearly homemade, but lovingly so, and it's just in pieces. Matching pieces of furniture also completely destroyed. It looks as well as there are 2 skeletons picked clean and splayed out on the ground.
Don't come in here.
What?
Don't come in here.
Huh?
Belle, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Do not come in this room.
Okay.
Pick it, they're just it's just stark ass zombies.
Stark skeletons.
Okay.
No kind of flesh on their bones, like cartoon skeletons. Just like...
And we hadn't seen any other remains before, right?
Nope, you have not. This is the first set of bones that you're seeing.
Silly, you still alive in there?
Debatable.
Well, if you're responding, it feels less debatable, but okay.
I don't know. I could be a ghost. Ooh.
Yvain's
So if
hearing
you're a
this, but her
fucking
eyes are
ghost.
on that hole.
Okay.
She's not taking her eyes off of
Okay,
that.
anything you want to look around for?
How deep is it?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's my best fucking stat.
Hell yeah, buddy. Oh!
Erica.
Get it out now. Get it out now. Get it out now.
Erica,
Oh, get it out now.
Rest in peace.
Here's the thing, right? Yvain's been getting it out now the whole game.
So,
Like from session 1.
I'm skilled.
I'm always so scared right now. Shaking in my boots.
Guys are always scared.
Who's good?
So, is deep. You can't. It go deep. It go deep. That's all you got.
Write that in
Like
my
it
notes.
is
It
like
go
you're
deep.
staring. It's like you're staring into the hole, and then just suddenly,
hole
just like
stares back
the
at
hole
you.
just keeps getting bigger and bigger
Yep,
and
yep,
bigger.
yep.
And
It's
just,
the adrenaline, it's the fear.
Yep. You just got 1,000-yard stare into the hole. If anyone was to read your mind right now, they'd just get white noise. Scylla, anything else you're doing in there?
Can I like do like a medicine check or something on the skeletons to be like maybe to find out either like to look at if they've been like nibbled on or something. She still finds it really weird that this is the only place I've ever found remains before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
14.
14. I'll say because you mentioned specifically nibbles, and that's the word I have written down. It does look
No, not the nibble.
Little piranha bites.
it does look like there are little nicks and scratches in the bone that would but just like so like very so small that it looks like they and you literally have to just kind of like run your fingers along the bone to kind of like get the just to feel the texture. And it is textured because there are just so many little like it was the tiny little fangs or tiny little teeth and man or something had just picked this thing clean. Picked these poor people clean.
So yeah. So with the knowledge that these people were probably very slowly eaten alive by tiny bugs, she's just gonna close the door,
Okay.
throw the latch, and no one else is allowed to go in there.
Okay, there's one more room and then the kitchen and then the living room where the main room where the hole is.
Scylla, as she's walking out of the room, does try to make eye contact with Cade though, in like a did you see that shit? Like just like a scare, like a just closes the door.
She nods, she knows what was in there.
Mhm. Did any of the other rooms look like they had any sort of indication that things were happening in them? Like,
So the kitchen is also destroyed. Are you just going through all the rooms?
I'm just kind of giving a glance because like that one had a big blood stain, so that's why I still went into it. But
Okay, kitchen looks pretty destroyed like the rest of the place. The other room is a what looks to be a baby girl's bedroom, mostly untouched. A few holes in the walls and floor, but no, the a couple of like one or two holes in the walls and floor as if like maybe the beast had passed through at one point, but it's almost this as if this room was avoided. Uh, there's a crib in the corner, a small dresser, with what looks to be like a portrait size painting on it, as well as some like carved wooden toys on the floor.
mm. Would this like insinuate to Scylla that the thing doesn't do kids?
Say what?
Would this like insinuate to Scylla that the monster doesn't go after children?
You don't know. You haven't like you don't see a skeleton. You can't see inside the crib, but and like you haven't like checked the like any drawers or anything or looked under anything or so.
Mm. Scylla's just gonna once again makes eye contact with Cade and is like
Uh she
just
just like
having secret conversations with Cade.
she looks at you and just gives you a like a I don't know kind of face. Shit, your passive perception is so goddamn high.
My druid.
I'm sending you a message on Discord. Um,
In our home game, my wife's passive perception is 22.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She sees everything.
Yeah.
Um, You got the message?
Yeah.
You got this one?
Mac. No, 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 no. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? I don't like you.
Well, hey, over here in the land of blissful ignorance, does it look like there's a big ass hole in the middle of the floor? Is there a big ass hole in the ceiling too?
Nope. Ceiling
Okay.
seems intact.
So something didn't come crashing through it from the sky or something.
No, no.
Cool, 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 cool. Not meteors. Got it. Got it. Zilla, are we waiting for you to come back out here, or
Zilla
what?
is not responding. She's staring at that fucking crib, having a mental breakdown.
Zilla.
Hello?
Zilla.
No
Great.
response.
No, she's not. She's
Two.
just staring.
What? All right. Fucking let's go.
You all come in to see Scylla just kind of dead staring at this little girl's bedroom. Like I said, dresser, crib, couple of toys, carved wooden toys on the ground. The crib is made out of a beechwood, has a name carved in the foot of it.
Zilla.
How much do you guys believe in coincidences? Because I don't. I'm not.
What's going on?
The name carved into the bed is. I'm assuming that's Alice. Yeah.
Alex.
Oh, fuck you! Even worse. God damn it, Mac. But it's spelled Allys. Please put that backwards. It's Scylla backwards.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. So I know we left the nightstand at the Rebel Oak, but I'm gonna need you to find a different drawer. Put all your shit in that drawer. We'll come back for it later, okay?
Okay.
Hey, let's get out of this room.
Yeah, let's do that
Guide her
first.
by the shoulders out of here. Okay. We need light, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't see
I
shit.
can do that. Yeah, I can do that. What do you want to be lit?
Can you do marks?
That's a good choice,
Yeah.
I think.
Sorry, I'm reading light right now. Do you want it to be like bright white or like?
I mean, here's a question first, I guess. Should we light something up that we don't care about and then huck it into the hole?
We could do that as well.
Sure.
It's a cantrip. I don't care.
I mean, sorry, backing up to the plan we apparently usually have. Do we need to try and be sneaky first and not just throw shit down into the hole?
I mean, I currently can't see the bottom of the hole, so I'd rather not like go into this with like broken legs.
So yeah, how about you cast light on something kind of just small, and
There's a
then
broken chair out there.
yeah, we can see how deep it is.
I'll grab something broken and cast light on it and toss it down.
It falls about 7 or 8 feet into darkness, and then hits what seems to be the dirt floor of a tunnel.
Oh shit! I could just like hop down here and be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to duck if I stay on your shoulders.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, you're gonna have to come down.
Yeah, as you enter the tunnels, it's Scylla, you're okay. Bell, you're fine. Yvain, you're scraping your head a bit. You got to kind of hunch to kind of just a little bit. Same with Cade. She's just a little bit behind you. So that's what we would do if you guys are heading in. I would like to know a marching order.
Well, I mean, if we're lighting up Yvain's axe,
Yep.
does that
I'll
put you
be-
in the front?
That's me up front.
Okay. This is maybe a dumb idea. Scylla, do you need to be like a rabbit on her shoulder or something? Or
Why?
I don't fucking know. So she can throw you at something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Did we communicate about throwing me at something?
We did not.
You liked to be a rabbit before, so I don't really know.
I
You
mean, it
rode
was
with
more of
me.
like a.
We are already
I
deviated.
got our horse killed, so I had to. I mean,
So,
I'm sure the bunny could do so
me-
much damage.
Me, Scylla, Belle, Cade? How are we doing this?
That seems like the best order.
That's
yeah.
a good choice, probably. I shouldn't be on the outside.
Do we want me to cast Pass Without a Trace, or
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
casting it? Everyone stay near me. Also, I just
Okay.
want to point out that fuck wizards for naming this spell Pass Without Trace.
Without trace. Yeah, it's fucking
I hate
stupid.
them. Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, it's awful. It's the worst.
Why would they just with one letter they could have put in there and fixed it?
They just removed the article for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird
Well and
choice,
truly fucking
Wizards.
stupid.
WOTC. Okay, that's weird. All right. Well, as you all, so you're all entering the cave, and what was it again?
Yvain, Scylla, Belle, Cade.
Okay, Yvain, Scylla, Belle, Kate. Oh wow, I actually had you guys already set up correctly. So as you guys enter the caves, all right. What are you guys looking at right now? Because you should be seeing
A map.
Darkness.
you should see this.
Oh yes,
Okay.
Oh,
So you're
lots of darkness.
okay, but you're able. Okay, lots of dark with a little bit of light, and you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see what Cade looks like.
So, as you descend into this hole in the ground on your way to see what lies before you, I think that's a good point to take our little bio break. So, about 5 minutes, 45 minutes, or 15 minutes still. We'll be back here. So, get some water, get some food, do your little things, and we'll be back here soon.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And fuck it, we ball. All right.
Fuck it, we
Okay,
ball.
we ball.
All right.
All gas, no brakes.
YOLO. Showing. Sorry, my millennial is showing. So, you guys drop down into this hole. It's like I said, it's small. It's about maybe 5 feet high, or 5.5 feet high. But
That's a headroom.
and it is pitch black here. So, what has light on it cast right now?
My battle axe. Or my
Okay.
great axe, whatever it is.
Okay.
Great axe.
So as you descend into the darkness, the air grows cooler, which is nice because it was a bit of a warm day, but somehow more moist, which is saying something considering the humid climate of the area. You can see that there are numerous other offshoots of the main tunnel as you begin to walk, as well as dozens of holes large enough to stick your head through, all snaking out in different directions, but most seeming to be aimed upward. The tunnel curves and descends deep into the ground. So, the way this is going to work is I am going to reveal the path ahead of you, and you guys are going to progress going forward. And when the path deviates, or when the path, diverges, you guys will be able to choose which direction you guys are going to go. So, we are going to reveal areas, and we are going
Does
to.
Cade have dark vision? If the lights go out, is it just me?
Yeah.
Features and traits.
Features and traits.
Crimson Blade. Yes, dark vision.
Not the only one.
You're not alone.
Might as well be.
Might as well be. But yeah, she's got her blade out, and it's got the fire up as she's picking up the rear. So the four of you progress forward, and you progress forward for quite a while. It's maybe about like 15 or 20 minutes before you reach this first break in the. Come on, select. Oh wait, I can't move you all. So yeah, you get all the way to here at this point. Why actually can't I move you all? That ain't right. That ain't right. Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. Is Cade on the right? Oh, it's because I'm on my fucking GM layer. Duh.
You do be like that sometimes.
All right. So, one leads to the north west. One leads to the northeast. One leads to the southeast. Which way are you going?
Is there any sort of obvious sign that one is going deeper underground than the other?
Not that you can tell.
Or better
It seems
travel.
they both seem to just descend downward further. You can't see too far down the other way. Either way.
Okay, let's go right.
Right?
Right.
All right. The decision has been made.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys start progressing down this way. And it's actually you you progress down further and further into these tunnels. They twist and they curve and they snake. As the tunnel continues downward, it begins to widen, actually, getting larger as you continue until you are all able to stand and walk comfortably in pairs side by side. You can feel the moisture on the walls beginning to grow more and more prominent as you descend. It drips from the ceiling and congregates in divots, forming small puddles which splash gently underfoot. The air begins to smell slightly citrusy, a musky sweetness like a fresh orange covered in layers of dust. I'd like you all to make an insight check for me.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, good at that.
Insight.
Is my little bolstering magic thing still up?
It's been over 10 minutes, unfortunately.
Okay.
12.
You guys have been walking for about 30 minutes at this point.
Wow, Yvain.
Someday.
Classic Yvain.
30-20.
Dirty 20. All right.
Thanks, Scylla.
So,
Everybody say thank you to Scylla.
so yeah, Scylla, you just immediately, that's a very acidic smell. That's, ew, that immediately throws up little neck
Big
hairs. As the tunnel widens even further, as the tunnel widens further ahead of you, you see a portion of the way forward illuminated in a dim purple glow emanating from a large hole in the ground.
Another hole.
So, the hole itself, as you approach, the musky sweet smell grows stronger. I would like you all to make a quick little perception check for me.
17.
15.
Okay. You said 10, Tilla?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck happened to you?
My +6 didn't help me with my 4.
So, Bell and Yvain, you can see the hole itself is about 15 feet across, about 10 feet wide, stretching from one wall of the tunnel to the other. You can see the walls of the hole look far less uniform than the walls of the tunnel, but that's about as much as you can tell from this distance. You're not quite approaching it yet. You can just see from a bit of a distance. I'm actually going to move you guys back a little bit.
Does the smelly smell smelly?
It's pretty
And
smelly.
then do
It's
do I recognize
a
anything? Like,
pretty smelly smell. Go ahead and make a history check.
15.
Nothing you recognize.
Unsettling for a druid. Don't like.
Is this hole
It does
impeding
smell-
our ability to move?
It does smell
Forward?
natural. Yes, it is. It is like from it stretches from one side of the hole to the next. But that is as far as you can see.
If I get a little closer, and I kind of hold up my great axe, how far across does it look?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Just one more. Oh wait, no, sorry, you already made one. Sorry. 15. So you kind of you take a couple steps closer, and you can see it's about 10 feet wide, like I said, from one side to another, and about 15 feet from where you stand on one end to the other. You also look to your left and see that there is another opening right over here that is separated from you by a wall. It's like, so yeah, you can see what the deal is here. Like, there's the path you're coming up on, there's the hole, and then there's like there's a wall that separates you from another pathway. So there is a closer one that's there's maybe about 3 or 4 feet between one end and the other. If there was enough space, you could potentially just step across, but it would definitely be a balancing act because of how tight the wall is. You also see that there is on the sides of this hole, a small little area on the very edge that looks like it might be traversable. It would just, again, be a balancing act against the curved wall and then the nothing on the other side. And also, you're not quite sure how stable the ground is. And as you're looking down into this hole, like I said, you can see that the walls of the hole look far less uniform than the walls of the tunnel. And about 6 feet down in the hole, you see the source of that dim purple glow. A pool of murky purple liquid, gently bubbling and giving off a glow that bathes the surrounding area in a purple light that seems to only create more shadows. And as you notice this, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Lord, it's already begun.
Tight. Can I see it?
It's not any kind of attack.
Cool. Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
You don't fall in the hole.
Like, you notice, like, as you were kind of looking up, you were noticing going around the sides of this thing looks like it might be possible, but it would definitely be difficult because, again, you're not quite sure how stable those walls are. And as you're thinking that, you can feel the ground beneath your feet start to kind of quaver, and you step back as it crumbles a little bit and plops into the purple liquid, and you can hear a subtle hiss.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
That seems bad. That seems like a bad.
Yep.
It seems
thing.
pretty bad, yeah.
So back the way we came from then?
So what are we doing?
We can go back the way we came and try the other tunnel.
All right. That sounds like the plan. Am I leading, or are we just turning around? Are we, like, switching up?
We'll switch.
All right. So you all kind of shift yourselves. Eh. All right. And make your way back. I'll just get you all back. Cool. So you are now heading down this tunnel.
Left is always the right answer, so you know.
Whenever you're in a maze, you should always go left first.
Okay. So you are now faced with yet another decision as you come to another fork.
You have a
Forward.
spoon instead?
You wish.
Same question previously. Is there any sort of noticeable dip?
The one to your right definitely seems to have a decline to it.
Okay. Go to the right.
All right. Well, as you do, you are immediately faced with yet another choice.
Yeah, choices.
There is a left path and a right path. Which way are you going?
Hmm. Are these about the same?
Yes, they are both
Okay.
about the
Left.
same in decline.
Left it is.
Left it is. So, wait, sorry. Left, your guys' is left, or sorry.
Like,
Yvain's
our-
left. Yeah.
So, okay, so this direction. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So,
stage left. stage
Right.
stage right.
all right. God, flashbacks. All right.
Would be
You
the
make your
characters'
way down around here, and are faced with yet another choice.
Oh boy.
You can continue on straight, or you can take an immediate left. Or on this map, if you're looking down at it, right.
Which one looks more slopey?
They both look pretty. It's about even at this point. It looks like this might have plateaued for a bit.
Let's just go straight.
Go
Just
straight
keep-
on?
Yeah.
Just keep
Okay.
going.
So,
Straight on till morning.
oh, whoops, that's a select, not.
Cade, you gotta keep up or you're gonna get eaten by something.
Sorry, it's really hard to move in here. I'm a little tall.
You're fucking telling me.
All right. So I would like everyone, as you reach this point in the tunnels, to roll a d20 for me, please. Just a straight d20, no additional modifiers. Just tell me what you get.
Hello,
9.
you going to what?
10.
9, 10,
16.
16. Okay. So, Scylla, as you push through the darkness, your foot strikes something hard, and you look down to see a leather boot attached to a skeletal foot. The foot is attached to a skeleton, which sits huddled against the wall of the tunnel, clutching something close to its ribcage.
Why am I finding all the bodies today?
You found another buddy. Another
Nope,
buddy.
this is the first one I found today. Don't think about it too hard. I'm look at
Try
what
not to,
they're
usually.
clutching.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay. So you kind of just rifle his pockets and pull out what looks to be you pull from his grasp a dagger, which has a very fine ruby set into the pommel of it, and what looks to be just a very curved and wicked looking blade with some runes inscribed on it that you cannot read. In his skeletal hands seem to be scraps of paper, upon which are scribbled very frantically scribbled notes and semi unintelligible in some cases. As I know, you rifle through his pockets, and he also has just double
Give me
checking.
his money.
Yeah, he's got 5 copper and 3 silver.
Give me his money.
Big fucking bucks.
That's a drink. Let's go.
Yeah, I was going through your guys's
We're so broke.
I was going through
Fucking
your
broke.
guys' character sheets. I'm like, fuck, they are so broke.
Remember before we
No
left,
money.
Stilla's hometown, and I was about to drop like 270 gold on a new outfit.
Yeah.
Thank God I did.
No money.
So yeah. That's what you find.
Can I like look at the dagger really hard and can I vibe check the dagger even though I can't read the runes?
Make an arcana check.
Can I vibe check the dagger even though I can't read the runes?
I've said this multiple times already tonight. Dirty 20. I'm
Okay.
gonna die in this place.
Fuck, man.
Oh god, I can't wait. I cannot wait. You cannot read the glyphs written on it. However, the decoration and the glyphs themselves seem to give off a sort, plus the color of the gem, seem to give off a very fiery vibe.
So I cannot use this.
So do you
Would
want me
someone
to
like a
do you want me to
dagger?
vibe check the dagger?
Oh, well, no, it is metal, so I cannot use it. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I think it does something. I don't want you to waste your thing. I think it does something related to fire, but I cannot use it. Belle, do you want the fire dagger just in case?
Okay.
I can't. It's metal. It's
I-
again. I
I
cannot
pass
use
it
it.
to Belle.
Okay.
Do you fucking think I use metal?
I mean, you are like allowed to like spiritually. I am not allowed to as a druid.
I don't use fucking anything.
At least you have something that could catch on fire. I don't know. Give it to your man.
It
I get it too.
it is an attune. It is a. If I'm not mistaken, hang on, let me double check. I believe it's an attune thing. So
I'll just hang on to this for now.
I don't know. Can Cade dual wield a big sword, tiny dagger?
Not if we have to attune to it.
all right,
It's
hang
just
on.
a cool piece of metal right now.
I'll just stick it in the bag if you don't want it.
It's not that I don't want it. I can't use it. It's a whole thing.
Lily, you should really get that checked out.
It's like I got a rash.
It's a
you know?
weird allergy, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a bird that calls in my ear just constantly when I use something metal.
Yeah. So this does require attunement.
It's like
There you go.
tinnitus, but it's a raven.
Into the bag.
Okay, into the pack it goes. All right. Anything else? We moving on.
We're just gonna skate right past the whole additional corpses thing. So yeah, let's keep going.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have very sad news for you guys.
It's
You've gone in a circle.
Oh, fucking hell.
Cool,
All right.
cool, cool.
Cool. So fun. Let's
Do we go back to up top or we go back to halfway through circle?
ooh, let's do halfway through.
Oh,
circle.
make
Halfway through
a.
circle
I
is
would like.
literally.
I would like you all. Sorry, not at this point. I would like you all to make a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, Alex. You said the magic word.
15.
What was the magic word?
I'm not
Thank
telling you.
God.
Wouldn't you
bitch,
like to
17.
fucking know?
Yeah, wouldn't you like to fucking know? 15, 17,
11.
11. Okay.
Plus 7.
Alex, you're the fucking ringer here, all
Sorry,
right?
Hold on. Let me make sure Cade makes it.
No, what's happening is that I'm stealing Alex's mojo.
Fucking roll the shit. There it is.
Honestly, this
Only
might be
take-
more
only take
D20s
half.
than I've ever
Okay.
fucking
Can't
rolled in
take
this
all of
campaign.
it.
That is who do I want to okay, because Cade failed, Alex Scylla failed, Yvain and Belle both succeeded. It's 2v2. It's
We're
a group
about
check.
to kill everyone.
It's a group check.
I was gonna say it's
So someone needs to be a tiebreaker. Do you guys want me to do it, or do you guys want one of you guys to be the one?
It ain't me, y'all.
Are you sure though?
I'm giving you guys the choice as players.
I'm just stupid.
Okay, Alex,
What am
Scylla,
I what am I
just
rolling?
roll a d20 at this point, and I'll tell you what
Okay.
happens.
Make up for it. Come on.
It was another 4.
What?
It was another 4.
Is another
2 4s in a
4?
row. It was 2 4s in a row.
It was a 4? Okay,
Yeah.
so actually, what I was doing here was, since this is not a check. This is not. I wasn't doing a check since we had 2 checks. We had 4 checks, and they both evened out. I was just gonna do a roll. Evens, it was a success. Odds, it was a failure.
I was assuming it was 10 plus. So.
No, I do evens and odds. I do evens and odds. So that
Okay, dice.
I love people rolling a 19 and thinking, "Oh, I'm good." And then nope.
You fucking thought.
Yeah, you fucking thought. So yeah. Okay, please continue. Nothing happens.
I think halfway around the circle.
Yeah, let's just do halfway around the circle. That's fine. Let's
All right.
do.
Okay, so you're continuing down this path.
Yeet.
All right.
Yeet.
Do. Hallway.
It's someone's diamond tunnel. in
So,
Minecraft.
So during this portion, the tunnel begins to thin. The walls and ceiling slowly closing in as you progress. Yvain, as the tallest in the group, you are forced to hunch down even further than before, your head brushing the dirt ceiling. And as it does, you begin to feel a rumbling sensation.
Oh.
I would like you all to make dexterity saving throws, and please tell me whether you are moving forward or trying to go backward. 1 second, I will tell you each where you are. Do not move your characters. Vane was up here. Scylla carrying up, following up behind. Bell was right about here, and Cade was in the rear. So, I would like to know whether you're going forward or trying to move backward, and if and whether or not just whether or not you're going forward or backward.
Forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
Forward. Okay, so you're all moving forward. Scylla, what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay, so as let me see.
Congratulations.
Okay, so as you all scramble
Oh,
forward,
you guys sucked. What?
as you all scramble forward, the dirt begins falling in sheets, the ceiling crumbling above you as you wriggle, and claw your way through the mud. At this point, foregoing running and just crawling, falling on all fours to move quicker. Yvain, you are immediately getting stuck. Scylla, your slender frame able to slip through, but underneath her almost. But Belle, tiny little Belle, cannot unfortunately shift upward, and I'm making sure Cade does it as well. Dex save. Cade is just as stuck behind the 3 of you, and the 3 of you feel what must be a several owl bears worth of dirt just collapse on top of you. You all take. Ooh, that's a lot of dice I get to roll. 2, 4.
This is a nightmare for me, by the way. This is like watching those videos. People like go like, "Yeah, I just like went into this
Like the
craggy
crazy ass
rock."
cavers.
Yeah.
Truly the worst shit on planet Earth.
I know that they're like probably okay if they filmed a video and put it on TikTok, but like just looking at it, like,
No, but the fuckers who are like, yeah, we had to suck our breath in for this and take really, really shallow breaths. You're like, no, just don't
Don't
do that.
just don't go
then.
in there. Actually,
Yeah. What do you
The
mean
older-
the gap is 4 inches wide? Just don't do it. Just don't.
The older I get, the more I believe that I just belong on the ground, just ground level on the earth.
Yep. There's
No
no
water,
caves,
no
no Paris
caves.
catacombs.
Not jumping out any planes. Nope.
Okay, y'all got relatively lucky. 18 points of force damage as to all three of you. Well, not you, Scylla. You only take 10. Or sorry, how many did I say? 18?
18.
You take
18.
9 points. Cade takes 10 points
Ouch.
of damage. No, sorry, wait.
9 points of damage.
Not shit. Eh,
Math is
19
hard.
Math hard. So, yeah. We have Scylla out here, and Belle, Yvain, and Cade all currently stuck under several 100 pounds of dirt in a cave-in. And your air is limited.
Yeah, I was just about to have that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It is very difficult to breathe. We are now entering an initiative order. So you guys are going to, figure out how that goes. All right. So go ahead and open the initiative order first on Roll20 before you roll.
Shit.
It's okay. I can add you in. Okay, you got 17. You're good. You're in there. Okay.
I still don't know how to do that. I still have no idea. It never works for me.
It's okay. What'd you roll?
10.
Okay. Cade. Rolled a nat 20. So 21.
The most useless nat 20 you can roll. Initiative.
Yup. So
Am I just looking at a pile of dirt right now? Like, am I in the cave in?
so
Move my
what
boot
you
out of
can
there?
see, so as the dust is settling, you can see that the route backward is completely blocked off, and yes, it is just dirt and rubble at this point.
Great.
So Belle,
Mhm.
it is your turn. You have I think let me see. You've got several rounds to figure this out, but at this point you are currently have a lung full of air and you're running, and it is very, very hard to breathe. You can't really see anything. You have a lot of just dirt in your face, and your movement is, you can't move anywhere. You're not restrained exactly. There is a bit of give, but
Mhm.
not a lot.
Yeah. So I don't have a card for this or anything. Is my shiny new medallion a place I can see or a place within 30 feet?
Let me check.
I have a suspicion I know what the answer is, and I don't like it.
I mean, was Leuven seeing anywhere he was teleporting to?
So
He was standing out in the open, so probably.
checking something. Okay, here it is. So it is any spot you can see within 30 feet.
Cool. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay. In that case, do I have any sense of how close I am to Yvain?
You can think about how close you were before the cave-in, but at this point, you cannot see her. You
Right.
you cannot see her, you can't feel her, but
Cool.
you were right on her ass before.
Right. Then I will just try and reach forward and grab for her, like try and
Okay.
get my arms through to grab at her.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. 7.
Okay. Fortunately, dirt's just too thickly and heavily packed in. That's your action. You got a bonus?
Nope, I don't.
Okay. All right. It's Cade's turn. Cade is going to attempt to start digging out the back. She's going to make an athletics check. Boop. Jesus, she's been rolling nothing but fives. So that's with her strength though, it's a 13. So she starts just kind of scraping at the spot around her. Neither of you can see or hear this, or well, you can kind of hear her muffled grunts of exertion somewhere behind you. But that is her turn. Yvain.
I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
We'll find out.
Okay. So, oh yeah, right.
Okay, 7. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you. For my enemies. Okay, that's of no help at all, but I am raging.
Raging, and suddenly the dirt around you becomes far more fertile.
Does it become softer by chance? Like more easy to dig?
It was already pretty moist
Okay.
at this point. There's a lot of it is honestly just mud and less like dry dirt.
All right. So then after I rage, I'm just gonna try and dig forward.
Okay.
Try and dig my way out.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me with advantage because you are raging.
Well, oh, wow.
With advantage because you are waging.
What the
Little
fuck?
raging.
9.
Whoa, what the shit? Yeah, it is
Bruh.
just it is just too slick and just too thick and dense. You're not making much progress.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Scylla, you're out on the outside, and you can hear muffled exertion from in the hole.
I wild shape into the form of a giant badger with a burrowing speed of 10 feet.
Okay. So that's your action.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I don't think he's just going. I'm just going burrow.
Okay.
It's the badger's movement.
Okay. All right. Wait, burrow. You can burrow as movement?
Yeah. Speed
Okay.
30 feet, burrow 10.
Okay, 30 feet.
I looked up 5e, dig a hole, wild shape. I was like, I think it's a badger, but I'm just gonna make sure.
Oh
There's
my god.
A party that I DM for dug a 20-foot wide hole in the middle of a city street using giant badgers. It was a fucking nightmare.
Badger.
Oh god. Okay, yeah. So with that, yeah, you are able to kind of like using the badger's sense, you are able to kind of reset
He has
Okay.
keen smell, the badger. I don't know why
Okay,
the badger's a
so
boy.
here's what I'll say. You are able to get to your friends and clear a path for them. However, you're not going to be able to pull them out. You can get to Yvain, and then your way is obstructed unless you want to go around them. But you cannot go through them, and you can't just like snake around them and
No.
everything. So you can get to Yvain, and then basically have to wait until your next turn to do anything else. But on your next turn, I can give you an opportunity if you would like one to see if you can reinforce the tunnel to let them just be able to give them a way out.
Okay. Well, they can breathe now, at least. That's
Yes,
air
Yvain
bubble.
can. Yvain
Okay.
can.
Hell,
Yvain,
dying under Yvain's
you are
body.
able. Yeah. Your chest is still being crushed currently, but your head is uncovered.
The badger looks really freaked out.
by a
Those freaked
giant
out
badger.
badger
Yeah,
scene.
Scylla does. It's not Scylla. It's just a giant badger with some with some mushrooms on its head.
Just go ahead and add that to the list of shit Belle's scared of. Giant badgers.
All right. Well, speaking of which, Belle, is that your action? Adding that to that list?
Literally always. No, I will. Because I am a small boy. I will point like this ahead of me, and I will use subtle spell to cast message so that I don't have to talk to do it. And I will send a message to Scylla going, fuck, help, fuck, no, bad, fuck. Or would I have seen Scylla get out ahead of us or no?
She was in front of you, and then all of a sudden she wasn't in front of you, and you were and then you were behind. And you were like, 1 second you were behind Scylla, and then you were suddenly behind Yvain.
All right, I'll send
And
it to
then
Yvain
everything
then.
collapsed.
I'll send it to Yvain then. If I didn't see Scylla actually clear, I'll send that message to
Okay.
Yvain.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
You can
Yvain?
reply if you want to, but
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Somehow even her thoughts are strained. Okay. Is that your turn?
Mhm.
Okay. Cade is still just digging out the back. I'm rolling my own dice, god damn it. Okay, that's better. That's a 19. Okay, she starts making some progress out the back. All right. Yvain, it is your turn. You currently now have your head and an arm, like a shoulder, one arm free.
There's a badger worriedly sniffing it.
I am going to try to continue to push forward. I'm going to do that thing where you like shift your hips when you're army crawling on the ground and just get out.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me with advantage as you are being helped by a giant badger. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
It's druid time, baby. Get
20,
used to it.
dirty 20.
Okay. You are able to pull yourself free. And oh, I'm sorry. Wait, that was your second turn on like where you started being crushed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. 1 second. Where you started the turn in the Okay, sorry.
Oh,
You
damage.
take 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna
As
take a short rest
Belle,
in this
you do
fucking
as well.
cavern.
And as well for Liliana, or no? Yeah, that's Liliana. All right. Yvain, is that your turn?
I'm going to turn back towards the hole. That's my movement. I'm gonna try to be ready to grab Bella if I need to.
Okay. You can't see him, and the space that you vacated is quickly collapsing inward as well.
Oh, sick. All right. That's
So,
it then.
and that's when Scylla kind of pushes by you.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
All right, Scylla. If
Body checked by a badger.
you have 2 options here. You can either
Okay.
pull Belle out, or you can try to dig both Belle and Cade out and resecure the tunnel enough to potentially pass through. Or some third thing that I haven't thought of, but you have.
I mean, I would like to get them both out.
Okay. So you want to it's 2 different checks. One's a higher DC than the other. I'm not telling you which.
I'm gonna take a wild shot at it, Mac.
Okay. So you're trying to secure the tunnel?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So you're digging them both out and secure the tunnel. I would like you to make. I may need some advice from my fellow DMs here. Would this
It should
fall...
definitely be perception, by the way, because I
Shut
gotta
the hell
panic on that.
you shut your dirty little
Badger smell.
You shut your little dirty badger mouth.
I'm a dirty
Would
little
this-
badger with a hidden agenda.
Would this be a nature check or a survival check?
I mean, nature is like
the goal of the check
Yeah.
being to dig you all out in a fashion that would re-secure the tunnel that has just caved in.
Yeah. So I would think that it is either a survival or straight intelligence, because there's not a structural or engineering check that can be made in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Straight intelligence. So I guess intelligence could be,
Which could be nature at the same time, because I don't know.
yeah,
if Sylla's
exactly.
proficient
That's
in
nature.
or not.
So yeah, it's either survival or nature, because you always want to give them some kind of like
I thought
potential for proficiency. So I will let you choose wisdom or nature check.
I'm a druid.
Sorry, survival or nature check. Survival or nature? Which would you like to?
Nature's intelligence and survival is wisdom. So wisdom.
Okay.
Okay, here you go, Badger. Let's go, Badger. 11.
11.
11.
You start digging and it just keeps on crumbling and crumbling, and since you weren't focused on getting Bell out, he still remains trapped. You are unable to get anyone out for this turn. Bell, you take another 6 points of damage.
Right.
And what would you like to do with your turn?
I mean, probably just like freak the fuck out, honestly.
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
Cade
Bell have a new
continues.
suffocation fear?
Say what?
Does Bell have a new fear of small places suffocation?
Hey, ask him, man. If you get, you can use speak with dead.
It's true.
No, we're reanimating dead. Bell's gonna be with us.
Oh, you're getting a zombie.
He's gonna be
Cade makes
zombie.
less
Oh, no.
progress. Cade makes less progress this time. She's her fingers are getting a little. Yvain, you're up. You are now completely free, and the space that you've just vacated is now completely caved in. Scylla is in front of you, trying to dig it out, but is not having much success.
Okay. Yeah, the place where I don't know exactly where Bell is, but I'm like, all right, he was behind me. I'm gonna just dig, just help
Okay.
Scylla dig.
Go ahead and make an athletics check with the help of a badger, so at an advantage.
Rage dig.
Oh yeah, wait, and your
dig.
rage dig. Oh wait, no, but you haven't taken any damage, so you're no longer raging.
Yeah, I'm not raging. Okay, that was I'll take the 21.
Okay. All right. So you make some progress, and you feel Bell's hand.
Cool.
It's
My action was
warm.
just dig, wasn't it? Can I pull him out this turn or no?
No, that was your action.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Scylla, you're up.
I just burrow to because I see Bell's hand.
Just burrow to
Go with
Bell.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make. Go ahead and make again. Nature was nature or. The fuck's the other one? God damn it! I can't.
Survival.
Survival. Nature or survival.
13.
Okay. Bell, you've got your head free. You can breathe.
Cool.
But you're still crushed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. All right. So that's Scylla's turn. Bell, you are up. You have your head free.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now you can do your thing.
Yeah, I sure can. I'm gonna just fucking scream at the giant badger that appeared in front of me. Also, how much damage do I take, Mr. DM?
From what?
Being crushed by Earth.
Oh no, that's your turn. Fuck yeah, I forgot.
The badger's giving you a look like, how do you not just expect this anymore?
3 points damage. Okay.
Yeah, 3 points of damage and 1 point of psychic.
Yep. That sounds about right. I mean, if I can reach my neck, like if I can reach the amulet in a way that works, I will just like slap the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And shoot as far down as I can, like
Bell
to the
is-
edge of whatever the darkness is that I can kind of
Okay,
see.
you just collapse to the ground, and it immediately collapses beneath you. No, I'm just kidding. Just oh my god, oh god.
And I guess I'll throw up dirt.
Yeah, sure. You just spit
Yeah.
out dirt and just hack and cough and hack and cough. Cade is, and that's your turn. Cade is going to continue digging with bloody fingers. That's Jesus Christ. She is fucking awesome. Okay, she is free on the other side. Doot.
Cool.
You are all three out over here, and it is still collapsed, but you are out of initiative order. Yeah, Bell's all the way down here, and this is now
Goodbye.
drawing. Oh wait, no, This is now all blocked off.
Tight. I'm gonna run over to Bell.
Hi.
Looks
Alright.
hurt real bad, huh?
Oh yeah, he is fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like everywhere that are major veins on my body is just like bruises right now. Like it's just
Tight.
purple everywhere.
You've got like a couple of broken, like some
Yeah.
stuff's broken.
There's a rib
Ankle,
inside of my
elbow,
lung.
rib.
Yeah.
Got it. I've got a superior potion of healing for you, so I'm gonna take that out of the bag of holding and try and help Bell.
As you look, you have less healing potions than you remember.
Do I have the superior that I'm looking
You
for?
have the ones in your inventory, but those are
Okay.
significantly less than the ones you had the last time you checked.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just looked at my inventory and I was like, I feel like I had more healing potions than that, but oh well.
Maybe you did, maybe you never did.
Yeah, whatever.
How many dice is that?
Superior?
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I believe.
That's cool.
His Supreme is the
So
big
go ahead.
fucker.
So somebody can go ahead and roll that, and Bell, you can heal that much.
Sounds good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll. Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Do you have to see your target for message?
No, you just
No.
point in the direction that it
Okay,
is.
Bell, you get a thing in your ear, in your head. Hey, are you all right? I made it out the back.
Define all right. Or
Alive.
fucking well,
No, you can reply to this message.
yeah. It's yeah,
That's
I mean-
23, Bell.
thank you.
Yeah, it's yeah. All right. Should I stay here, try to find my way around?
Wait, I'll
Copy
look
that.
at you, Vane.
Holding.
That's
Holding
Scylla,
position.
right?
Yes, yeah. That's
Scylla.
Scylla.
Go fucking get Cade.
Bell is done already.
So pissed off. Jesus. Okay.
So before
Scylla,
she goes, she boops her snout on Bell's forehead. And then goes.
you got a little wet spot on your forehead.
Yeah, in spite of the screaming earlier, thoroughly not concerned by the giant badger all of a sudden.
Okay. So Scylla, yeah, with enough how long do you want to take to do this? Do you want to take a while, or you're trying to get it done quickly? Because you've been down, you guys have been
I
down
don't
here for about
see a
45
rush.
minutes. You guys have been down here for almost an hour at this point.
Gonna take as long as it takes. And if we have to go sit down for a little while, we go sit down for a fucking little while.
Just hope whatever makes this. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say I'm not playing this game. I am this game.
I'm going to get the hot werewolf. Excuse me.
We are 3 people.
Oh yeah. So Okay, so Scylla, you are taking your time.
I mean, I don't want to be in this part of the tunnel for as long as possible. So I mean,
Okay,
I'm,
you get you
we're going.
you made the assessment that this is, if you were taking your time, that this would probably take about maybe 20 minutes to fully like dig through and secure, like for sure. You think you could get it done in about 5 if you rushed it and weren't and didn't 100% things.
Mm, but I could get. I feel like I could get Cade across without
There's a chance
murdering them.
there's a chance it could cave in again, but again, it would be done quicker.
Mm,
Or you could make sure it won't cave in and she'll be fine. But that'll take longer.
hmm. I'll let Belle have a little resty poo, and I'll
Okay.
take for 20 minutes
All
to
right.
do it.
So Scylla spends about 20 minutes just like dexterously digging and packing and digging and packing and whack and like, wait, badgers don't have the tail. Badgers don't have the tail. Is that
Them's beavers.
I'm
them's
smacking
beavers?
it with my hands.
Yeah.
Whack,
just
whack.
yeah, digging and packing and digging and packing, until there is a sizable hole enough there for Cade to. Oh, well, let me get her out
Imagine if this is the dead end.
of there.
Everyone, back through the hole.
So, yeah, you find Cade on the other side, just kind of sitting with her sword, just kind of out. She seems to have returned to like some sort of deeper, like deeper sense within her over the last 20 minutes, and is now just kind of like set up a little like a little outpost or something right here, just to kind of hold the position. And
Get
you
the
could
beaver
see
boots,
you
too.
could you can see 2 empty bottles at her feet, about the size of healing potions.
Boop on the nose. Let's go.
She's like, oh god. Oh right, druid. Got it. That is. Oh Jesus Christ! No. There we go. Okay, so she's somewhat back. Okay. So the 4 of you are all back together, one happy family. Uh, Scylla, or Yvain, as Scylla's getting this done, Belle looks fucking stressed. The little guy looks like he's, you know, he's got 8 feet of stress in a 3-foot body, you know, like that experience triggered something deep within him.
Is he kind of operating on autopilot right now?
Not even at this point. He is literally just like
Is he moving?
Is
he moving?
He is currently just sitting with his back against the side of the tunnel, just kind of like bobbing gently.
Okay. I kneel down in front of him. Does he make eye contact with me at all?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Hey, bud. So I'm gonna take his hand in mine. How's the grip?
What grip?
Okay, got it. Mm. Belle, if you can hear me, can you try and look at my face? Nope. Got it. All right. Oh, Hey, Scylla. total
She is
badger. Got it.
currently badgering right now. This is while she's digging.
Ah, shit.
I mean, we can't talk out loud right now either, though. So
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm gonna get shock to the system. But I'm gonna get out my my water skin and just kind of splash it in his face real quick. Yeah, I know.
Bell, we know
Uh-huh.
how would this go? How would that go? This could go go either way.
Yeah.
This really could go either way here.
I mean, I think it's probably like it is not a shock to reality and more of a panic response. Um so like definitely snaps back to a little bit, but it's the like scramble up against the wall a little bit, like fingers into the dirt, kind of like cornered animal for a second.
You may have just like it looks like it almost like to get him back, you may have re-triggered him a little bit.
Shit. Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Hands on either side of the face. Okay. Okay. Hey, look at me. I want you to breathe in. Can you try that with me? In.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. What color are my eyes?
Fucking no, I can't see anything.
Okay. Okay. Um. What do you feel underneath you?
The ground.
The ground? Yeah.
The
What's it feel
ground.
like?
The inside of my shoes.
Okay. Is that soft? Is that hard? Is it squishy? Is it
Sweaty.
sandy? Sweaty? All right. Yeah. Are you sweaty?
I'm all fucking wet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What can you see in front of you?
Well, I mean, there's this big fucking glowing great axe, I guess. So there is that. But
Mm-hmm.
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 Breathe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. My hand's clammy.
That means the wrong word, probably.
What is it then? What's the right word?
Sweaty, gross,
Sweaty, gross. Yeah. Yeah.
muddy
Do I
at this
stink?
point.
What do I smell like?
Dirt, dirt,
Dirt.
dirt. Pretty much just dirt at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep asking him guiding questions like that. 5 senses. Just 5 senses questions for a while.
Okay. Bell, go ahead and make a wisdom save with advantage.
Okay. Okay. Roll. Roll. There we go. Nice. 10.
With advantage?
It's 9 and a 10.
Okay, cool.
It'll come through at some point.
If you feel like Bell could have gotten a grip on himself, you have the choice to cool off or to kind of come back to yourself a little bit more, enough to communicate. If you so
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah, I think that he kind of like I think I bring it in a little bit, sort of recenter. And just in like this has happened maybe one time before because Bell has ever had a strength score above 8 one time in his entire life. Find the empty potion bottle on the ground somewhere and just throw it as hard as he can across the thing into the wall. And then just kind of yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry for splashing you in the face.
That's fine. I mean, now I'm less dirty than you are, so that's probably better, honestly.
It's around this point. It's around this point that Scylla's finishing up her digging. You have got a few minutes maybe before Cade rejoins you.
I really need us at some point to sit down, and I just need Scylla to like go through all of the animals. Like, it can't be that every time there's a new one, it's just suddenly an inch away from my face. I think I have a sister.
There's only one way to find out.
It's not dying in that tunnel.
Nope.
Okay.
Cade and Badger Scylla trundle up. Cade kind of shaking herself off. Scylla, are you remaining a giant badger? Or
I think so.
okay.
Just out of anxiety.
Okay. All right.
Probably a good choice for right now.
Yeah.
Well,
She gives Belle another boop. Does,
Hi. Sorry, I screamed
does that
at you
thing, you know?
twice.
Just puts her her like thing on the top of his head, her like head.
oh.
I don't think badgers can give hugs. Their claws are very sharp, but just their head.
Well, as you all kind of recongregate, you look ahead and see that the tunnel splits off in another. You've reached another T intersection with one going due north, one going due south. Cade kind of looks around and goes, "All right, how we doing?"
Define doing.
We're alive.
That's about what I was thinking. Do we need to sit back and rest up for a bit, or we pressing on?
How are we feeling then, you lot?
I mean, I think we're okay. Maybe.
I can chug a healing potion and keep going. Scylla?
There's a giant badger. Scylla's fine.
Scylla, tap once if you want to rest.
Um,
Tap twice if you want to keep going.
like an Alex knowing that she's about to go into a fight with one less wild shape. Like yes, but in like a I am currently a badger now way. She's kind of like
Short rest is an hour, so
Yeah.
I mean,
can I short rest as a badger?
no, no,
I can't get my wild shape back while I'm in wild shape.
no,
That's BS, Mac.
no, no. Can't do that.
So it just does this.
I mean, if we want to stop, we can stop and, you know, recuperate a little bit. But it's.
I mean, who really used anything besides me?
I mean, just kind of got beat to shit, but that's about it.
That's true.
But Yvain pumped me full of magic juice, so feel a lot better. And I can kind of top myself off.
Right, what we doing? Pressing on?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Rightio, off we go.
So
Yeah.
Look walks up behind Belle and flicks him onto her back. She's a big badger.
Okay.
So it seems like the path to the left going north definitely leads upward, while the path south is the downward path.
Listen,
Let's
last time we
go
fucking
south.
turned left, it fucked us. So
As a badger, can I keep like an eye out for like a bad smell, like a death smell
Okay,
that
Yeah.
we should be following?
absolutely.
I have keen smell.
Okay, yeah,
So smelly.
that is noted. You have a pretty solid perception as well.
Is
Or passive
Badger Scylla
perception.
leading the way?
Yes, that's a good question. Is Badger
Okay.
Scylla leading us?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Big
as
old Badger.
Badger Scylla Giant badger Scylla trundles up ahead, sniffing out the route. You delve deeper into these Hydra caverns, and I think that is where we are going to end our session for this evening, because this feels like a good place to kind of close off.
After the immense trauma of almost getting crushed to death.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's all fine.
How first of all, how dare you? Second of all, how did you ever think that Scylla backwards be pronounced Alex? Like, in what way did you put that together in your brain?
A-L?
No, I
Okay.
mean, like, in what evil mastermind way were you like, let me think about Scylla's name backwards? Oh my god, I can totally say that's pronounced like Alex.
Yeah. It's like Alex, Lycs. It works.
I got scared because the like letters we found in the thing were, it could have been Ram's Horn backwards, which is the name of Scylla's, the other Scylla, the Scylla I based my Scylla after.
Really?
Did
That's
you know that?
crazy.
No, it was. I was right. Great.
That's
Great. That was great. That was great.
crazy.
That was great. I knew it. I saw it and I was like, there's no way that's coincidence.
We're here to traumatize Alex.
What?
What
What?
other Scylla? How'd you remember that? I knew it. I was like, that's really suspicious. That's really suspicious spelling of letters. I didn't know I told you that. I didn't know I told you actual Scylla testing.
Who says you did? Anyway, I'm gonna just end the recording right there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, say bye,
Scared me.
YouTube.
Bye.